Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LBLCS. I'm your host, Buggleberry Finn. I'm joined by somebody slightly less handsome, the Mighty Fool. How are you tonight, Mighty?
Hey, that's not true.
Nah, I'm pretty equally handsome.
Yeah, we're like almost the same looking.
I couldn't disagree more. I
I
think we look extremely different as human beings. But you know what?
like our intro, dude. That's really cool.
Speaking of, thank you, man. Speaking of people looking like certain things, we actually got an admin face drop earlier. I don't know
Oh yeah,
if you saw it, but we did see Praetorian on that TSM Instagram story, and man, oh man, what a handsome lad that guy is, huh?
really good, really good. Also, big fan of like the crayon name tag. Thought that was pretty nice touch. Low budget.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. I think he was trying to write in his favorite font, which is something I want to talk to him about. Because I think that's a serious mental issue that maybe we need to discuss as just a group of people. But no, yeah, yeah.
Weird choice.
It, it's a weird choice, but you know what? It is what it is. Camp, hey man. Hi friends. Hi friend. How are you?
We're friends.
We got a great game tonight, and Mighty and I are going to keep our tongues tied as much as we can early on in this one, but we scrimmed one team before the regular season, and it is one of these teams that's playing here tonight. So we've got a little bit of feelings around these guys, and actually I already have the draft link, so I got to switch this on over. I'm lazy and slow. God damn it.
Can I get in the thing now? Like, is there any way I could be a part of the, in the?
Yeah, I'll tell them to drop for you.
I can't see nothing. Yeah.
We'll get you in there, bud. And while we're getting you in there, we're also gonna get the pick ban on up here before we. And also, those, you know what, guys? This is a really makeshift stream. Don't imagine this has anything to do with the actual LBS. This is just me being super lazy for 1 second, okay?
This one of those streams that never really happened, and it was all just this fever dream.
For anybody who's been here for a long time, imagine the stream where Ev Dingus fell asleep midstream. That's what this is gonna be tonight, and you have to know that now, accept
you remember
it,
what we did?
and move on. I don't remember what you did. It was a weird night.
Sod started picked it back up for the next game on his own personal Twitch.
Oh my god.
we just told everyone, hey guys, if Dingus is asleep, come over here and watch.
It's pretty funny. Well, that won't happen.
Great.
We'll be here the whole time. That's the one benefit of me and you being here, huh?
Yeah. You're not gonna fall asleep.
Oh, I got a message from Ramcan. I said, hey guys, could somebody drop so that Mighty could come in? And Ramcan says, Mighty is co-casting. Nah, I'm out. So
I'm gonna message Ramcan something very nice and friendly real quick.
I'll invite you now. But we had somebody.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. That was a really good bait and switch from. That's something you would do in lobby. I know chat can't see this, but they're hopping up and down from spectator back to the support spot so that Mighty can't join when I invite her.
This is messed up, man.
Oh man.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna bug the game out if I keep clicking the button so much.
We'll get you there, bud. Oh wow, you got.
I did it.
All right, and we should be starting up draft in just a few seconds. Now, I'm gonna let you take a guess, Mighty. Okay, you might not know the answer to this. You might.
I probably will.
Okay,
I'm
we are in
great at
commercial
answers.
group B, so this matchup tonight is commercial C, right? Both of these guys theoretically, right, probably already played one game. How do you think they're faring in the standings so far?
I think both of them are winning.
You think both of these teams have won their first game? Well, I'll tell you right now, you're dead on.
Really?
Yep, one of these teams is going to walk away with their second series win
really
of
hoping
the
I was
season.
wrong.
The other one will have their first loss. Panther Cores took down their opponent 2-1, and COG Tycoon won 2-0 in their matchup.
I want the team with Ram Cannon and Marshmallow to lose. That's what I want.
No, you don't have the draft link, I don't think, but I can try to send it to you as soon as possible. I will tell you that right now we are in draft. Amumu is going to be the first thing that was banned out by Cashed Out here. By Cashed Out Gaming or COG.
I agree with that ban. I don't really know why, other than Dallying Pig just seems like an Amumu player.
Yeah. Well, we see a Zac ban coming out in response, followed by a Malphite and an Ophelio. So, pretty heavy on the tank bans here, banned out by COG.
There's something that they know that we don't know about somebody going in a lot. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna guess, since this is not how Marshmallow plays, and I think Laser Viking is a little bit more aggressive in the top lane as well. So these are probably all Dallying Pig bans, if I had to guess.
Could also be a couple of those are definitely flex choices. You could also have... Yeah, no, they could be. They could be. I think that what we know about Marshmallow and Ram Cannon together in that bot lane is that there are some really spicy caster picks. So I'm wondering if that's going to end up being anything that we're working with here, but...
Yeah, they're going to play some, like, baby with a full dipe kind of picks.
Jinx being actually first picked here. They like the Jinx. They want it on Tonic down there in the bot lane.
I'm going to say this is a break.
Sammy, I did drink for you. And I'll make sure that next time I sip and drink it, it's like very vocalized. You can really hear it.
Ooh,
like
I
this.
don't know if I like that. Okay,
did I get it? Is that good enough? Is that too much?
No, that was a lot.
Okay, all right.
I don't know how much
well,
you really wanted there, but
I just stopped talking for about 10 seconds at one point. I didn't know if Sammy noticed that I was drinking during it.
Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. Oh, okay, I was gonna say there's a great pick, the Jinx, because it baits Marshmallow potentially into picking Leona, which he sucks at.
Yep.
But instead they go for the Zyracon, which I think is much better. So, clean adaptation. They've learned from their mistakes in the past, and Marshmallow will play a champion that he might not suck at.
And incredibly strong bot lane duo down there, right? We see this be a really big pickup, even at this level of play. Renata Glass actually looks like is going to be the response from Forgotten Metal. I like that a lot.
Yeah, definitely. One of the best things you can pick into the Xayah is as much range as you want, because realistically, she prefers when people get in close. So you can get more of those feathers in behind. Jesus, man. It's not okay.
Sorry, less force me to do it. It was a less force on me, man. I had to.
I don't know if I like this.
Victor picked up Vigar in response. So far, they've got their bot lanes, they've got their mids. I'm expecting a lot more jungle pressure onto Dallying Pig. And
yeah, definitely.
You know what? I don't know who
jungle's gonna go.
Okay. I think that being a big thing would definitely stop. Yeah. There's not really dashes on that side though right now.
No. I just think like stuff that goes in, like maybe Vi, Wukong, Okay, they're going the top.
They're going top lane. It does make sense, especially for blue side to be banning top. I'm assuming you're gonna give top full counter. The Kayn ban is definitely a really strong ban right now. They did nerf some Dustblade items, but doesn't matter too much. There's the Shen takeaway as well. Listen, me and you have played everybody in this game, I think, before at some point in the LBLCS.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe not Laser Viking. I'm not sure I remember Laser Viking. I remember everybody else extremely well.
I've played with Laser Viking. I think maybe in an in-house I played against.
Okay. It's hard to hold your tongue because I want to say champions, but I don't want to tip off another team to something they don't know about yet because they haven't scattered. I like a Bel'Veth pickup. That's crazy.
I think that's crazy. That's not what I expected out of Dallying Pig though. But I kind of do like to see, if they have these pocket picks, this like background item that they haven't really shown, kind of reveal it in game 1, see if you can draw a ban in game 2.
Well, they definitely have good zoning right now with a Rakan and a Vigar. A Jace going to be hovered and locked in. How are they going to round out this comp? By the way, I like Jace as a pick right now a lot.
Yeah, that's like a top lane pick though, because now Victor's already locked in, right? So they're just blinding though. Like, I don't hate it.
I mean, yeah. There's a Sejuani here too.
Yeah. So I like that they've picked all this range into the Xayah.
Yeah.
The thing I didn't like up until the Sejuani pick here was the lack of CC against a Bel'Veth, right? But Sejuani's going to provide that. They've got the Renata, which, I mean, if you Renata ult the Bel'Veth, that can be kind of scary for
And
the other team.
if Bel'Veth does get close, Jace always can give a knock.
Just pop them
Jinx
away,
can set up some traps in certain areas. Victor does have like a... I don't think you really stun Bel'Veth a lot with your gravity shield on Victor, but it is deterring. You can definitely zone with it. So...
Yeah, it's just when you get these junglers, especially that have like the heavy auto attacking.
And a Volibear to finish. I like it.
Yeah. I think
straight up at drafts though. No thinking, no thoughts. Don't care who's on them. What draft do you like better?
Okay, I'm looking at the damage profile of both teams, and I think it's really well balanced, both sides. So I'm gonna give it to the side that I think has more CC and better team fighting, and kind of like COG Tycoon's draft more.
Okay. You're gonna back that horse there. When I throw up this betting here in 1 second.
Oh, I'm all in.
You're all in. And how many Schmeckles do you own?
Like 1,000.
Okay.
2,000.
Wow. High roller.
Yeah, I'm rich.
2,000. You must have got your last all-in bet correct. That's
Hear
all
that, ladies? No, I lost.
Hear that, ladies? I think you're picking many people up, but I do like that you did it. Let me set this bet up right now. I don't know. I'm very torn.
You just don't want to agree with me.
I don't want to agree with you. That's actually my biggest problem right here.
But you know it's true.
I think that there's
Esther's always
a chance.
All right. I told them to send it. I'm sure that's fine. Predict with custom amount. Oh, that was too much. There it is. That's all of it. Who in the heck? Oh my goodness, Marsh is trying to outspend me.
Well, that's good. That means you get some more bang for your buck if you end up being right here, right?
I'm 100%. If Marsh is all inning on himself, it's over. It's over for their team.
I've got to switch some things up. Guys, I'm definitely super prepared. I definitely didn't try to stream this last minute and load into this game like just before having done something else. Don't even sweat about it.
Honestly, I think we're doing great.
I think we're crushing
I'm not
it.
really doing anything. But
I texted you maybe 30 minutes ago saying, "Hey, bud, can you get on 10?" Like, and you were like,
the worst part
I guess.
is, I was like, man, maybe I'll go to bed early. Like, now I'm like, shit, I better grab a pint and like see what happens. You know?
Yeah, if everyone's got their corianders over at home. I know Sammy and Les have been being rough on me already. Derpy Ebola. Hey.
Nice. Who's that on the LBLCS account?
That's the chance. If it's not me, it's the chance. There's nobody else that's logged in on it right now. Hey, the chance. 10 more for Buggle. All right. You got it, bud. You got to take it away, man. I got to do the slurping. Yeah.
I'm just putting this out there, chat, because I all-in and I don't have enough schmeckles to really like highlight a message. But if that's the chance on the LBLCS account, you know what to do. You know? Certain things have to be said in the stream, especially when he's present.
I agree.
My caster's so daddy.
Listen, just because we're old and washed up doesn't mean we're daddy. I don't think that
just because I got a beard gut doesn't mean. Fellas, come on. You know, I'll say one thing for the red side draft.
Yeah.
I like the Vigar mid. I always like a Vigar mid.
I do too.
But I think I like it here.
Can we expose a little bit about COG and the fact that we did have I exposed them like slightly that we had a scrim against them.
All right. Let me talk about Winter Fresh.
No, wait. I think we should hold off waiting about specific things until the 55 seconds of this pausing. But we can tell them how the scrim went, maybe.
Okay.
Let's start with how the scrim went.
That's like the last thing I want to talk about. Honestly.
Oh, really? Great. Mighty, I think. Did you go 0-9 in one of the games? I just want to be clear.
I don't recall.
I just want to ask you one question. Guys, if you go on Mighty's profile, I think you actually could look at his most recent games.
No, I've played too many games. It's not.
Dang it. All right. Well, there's a custom game in very recent history that he started 0-9, I believe, against this team. They
And what
got
did I
some
play? I didn't play.
interesting ideas on how to rotate around the map. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, it didn't work out for Mighty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going to find a screenshot of our games.
Listen, all I know
Put it in the
is that
community.
my team was like, hey, they got like 3 top lane champions. Surely this pick is good into one of them. And then I got countered instantly by their last pick. Just putting that out there. The results speak for themselves. You know.
These guys whooped our butts in game 1. We ended up having to re-roll all our champions because obviously we're stop, jocks, and roll. We took them down in game 2, and then they beat us again in game 3. These guys are freaks, man, and I think we've got a lot of respect for them. That being said, I think I have generally a losing record against Panther core teams, just in my history since they've arrived here on the scene. That's a lie. You've been on my team when we lost to a Panther core team, so I know that's a lie.
It's never happened. Which one? Oh no, actually, I've lost to several Panther core teams.
Yeah, they have this weird amount of organization that I'm never prepared for as well. Basically, what we're saying is us casters are worse than everybody in tonight's game, so get ready for that.
It's almost like they're like a real team. Like they like practice and play together, and they're smart and think about the game. And,
I would have offered the word sober, but I don't want to speak for anybody out of turn.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I'm not convinced that Marsh is always, like.
I actually don't know if he ever has been. If you hear him talk, you kind of question it a little bit.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the guy is a little bit like, seems like he's off his rocker in general, but like something else is happening there.
I think we have a lot of respect for everybody in this game, but I think that 10 for Mighty, thank God. I think that somebody you were bringing up a little bit earlier, I wanted to heat it up because I didn't want to expose them too early, but Winter Fresh is somebody that mechanically, when they're fighting a 1v1, has 3 hands. There's no way that person only has 2 hands. They definitely have 3 hands. It blows your mind. You get freaked out. I gotta do 10-2? Tammy, you gotta stop, man. You gotta stop winning more schmeckles. This is making me have to reach out.
He already spent more on this stuff than I had. This is not cool, man. This is like you're rubbing it in my face. Yeah, no, Winter Fresh kind of insane. Very deep champion pool as well, I think. Had the counter picks to a lot of what we were trying to put together in that scrim.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they are willing to play around Winter Fresh, even though I think the ratings wise, Winter Fresh is not the highest rated on the squad. Definitely has that. He
has that top lane instinct that when you load into solo queue, it's almost always the opposite. It's almost always the other top laner somehow is on roids, and your top laner just woke up from like a 90-minute nap and isn't really aware of what's happening. That's what it feels like whenever you load into any solo queue game. Yeah, Winter Fresh is just the dude who's always on roids. So if you have Winter Fresh on your team and you're loading a solo queue, you know that you're pretty freaking safe. The dude wants to fight. He's got that energy, that thirst, that desire to murder. I think that's something we're going to see, although Volibear's a really good pick into him.
Yeah, and I would say on top of that, where they're willing to play around Winter Fresh, I think we could also see a lot of 2v2s because Winter Fresh did like to push the lane. And so that's going to make him pretty gankable as well.
Those are not the casters. This is a lie. Guys, I totally had enough time to change everything. I definitely wasn't slacking. I'm super prepared for this stream. Okay? Don't ask me too many questions.
Yeah. I really struggle with questions, so don't ask me either. I only have answers, but like as soon as I hear the question, they're all gone. All of them.
It's really worrying.
Why? I just get really confused and nervous,
Can you get Less Force to do the ratings, please?
The ratings? Like what, the team ratings? What are we doing here?
Less Force has got some hammers going in. Yeah, I mean, Less Force, anything. Yeah, why don't you just get in here? I don't know why you're not. Just help us out, bud. We're struggling. You know what I mean?
It's tough.
I don't think we're against you entering this call, by the way. I think that we would both be relieved at your voice.
It would feel nice, yeah.
All right, loading to game 1 right here. Here we go. Actually, Less Force, you could just hop right in and help out.
Personally, I get pretty nervous being alone with you. Yeah.
Another thing I will mention before Less Force gets in here too, though, is both of these teams are the nicest human beings. Not only are they incredibly thoughtful, I told them, hey, if you push your game back 15 minutes, there's a chance I could stream you. And they communicated it together. They worked together. They made sure that both captains made sure their whole teams it pushed this game back 15 minutes. We're here streaming live on a Monday night, and they're excited about it. So I love all
I know
10 of these guys.
anecdotally,
Yeah.
you're like talking about something that happened and they were probably great and like that's really nice. But I can think of 2 players that I don't like so much.
Yeah, out them. Go ahead.
I did, but PC Ram Cannon and PC Marshmallow. Just saying.
God,
just saying.
how do you say marshmallow? Oh, it is Malo. It is Malo, I guess, if you're really gonna phonetically dive in. But
that's how he likes it. He's a little freak weirdo. I don't know.
he's a little freak weirdo. That's fair, man. Let's see who can be the freakiest to start this one off. I'm seeing good starts from everybody here. A little bit of poking we saw in the beginning, but other than that, bot side for junglers.
Yeah, looking pretty standard. I think the Sejuani's actually going to keep up better than you'd expect against the Bel'Veth on this first clear. But once the Bel'Veth starts scaling out, it's going to be a very farmed character.
I would argue, other than Olaf, Volibear is the closest thing to an actual laser Viking. So, Forgotten
Really?
Metal has DC'd. I can't think of somebody else that is like that. There's no pause yet. There it is. You know what? This is perfect because Last4 said he was going to join at 5:32 on the dot, and now he's probably going to be off. Nobody tell him. Nobody tell him that we're in the middle of a pause.
5:32 in game.
Yeah, I think he was trying to call it out.
Wow. Well, because like it could be 5:32 if he was West Coast time, you know, like at a game.
True.
I don't know, dude. I just did some math, and I wanted you to be proud of me, and you don't seem to care.
I'm not proud of you because I would have been 7 minutes ago on West Coast time, so it's not actually that. Yeah. Thanks, Bear.
I can't read the clocks, like, you know.
I will.
Hands.
You know, I'm gonna dive in on complaining about internet. We've had a lot of people have their internet go down. We had some admins have their internet go down for like an extended period of time, multiple days. My internet goes down, and I'm very serious. If you know anybody in Xfinity, I got a long gripe. First off, I'm not going to say my full name on cast, but in my bill I receive, my name, both my first name and my last name are spelled incorrectly. And I always lose internet on a weekday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., and I don't know why.
That's bizarre.
And it's pretty well documented, and I think it's all ruse to make sure that I can't play solo queue on days I'm not working.
I used to have Spectrum, and it was some bad experiences. Let me tell you. I mean, I had disconnects and frequent massive drops in speeds, and I just had people coming by. Like I must have had 150 texts come through, you know, for like over the course of several years. Never fixed. Never. They replaced everything. I don't know what's wrong with them. Like maybe that place was cursed.
Yeah, who else has DC? Norway Pete's got a good thing going. He's sharing experiences where someone DC'd 8 times. They had to use the full 30-minute time. What's the worst amount of pause time that a team has had to use? We had to use, I think, all 15 of our minutes and then just play 4v5 for a little bit until Spooky Man reconnected. That was the worst one our team's ever had. I'm wondering if any other teams had like a horrible amount of DC.
I've played against a team that had to like borrow some minutes and we had to allow it, but
yeah.
Well, we didn't have to allow it. We wanted to allow it.
Yeah, we'd rather play the game than...
Yeah.
We probably lost to it, I don't remember. Knowing us.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably like had a moment where you're allowed to take the win and just decided to lose
Anytime
instead.
we're nice, yeah, it always backfires, you know?
That's awesome, Norway Pete. That's a hell of a story. What a fucking wild ride. And yeah, my name is, you're right, it is Finn Buggleberry, but the biggest problem, Sammy, is they spelled it Funk Bugleberry. And so that's what I have on my checks.
And the berry was like bury you in the yard.
Right, B-U-R.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bugleberry.
The whole thing was really confusing, honestly, for everybody involved. I was watching from, you know.
I love what Camps has to say. They heard Les was joining and just paused the game and left the computer. Like, they're like, nah, we're not fucking playing. If Les is coming in, we're straight up out. No way.
See, that doesn't track, though, because I'm here, and I'm sure they would have had more of a protest.
They did. They tried to make it so you couldn't join the game. Don't you remember? They were oh, what? They left again. They didn't come back yet.
No, that's probably good. That means that they're...
relogging or something?
Yeah.
The most common thing we see is like a power outage because someone's playing in a storm, or some transformer gets hit by a car and so someone loses power for like 30 minutes or something, and then they're right back on. This is only like 4 minutes, so I actually don't know what happened here.
Yeah, squirrels too.
I heard the craziest story about a squirrel that maybe I'll share between game 1 and game 2.
Okay. Squirrels are scary, man. They think more than you think they do, and like probably more than you do as well.
And you know what I'll do? You know what I actually promised to do, and I swear to, and I vouch to do it, and here's me committing to it. I will make as many squirrel references while doing the play-by-play that I can.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I like that.
I'm gonna do my best.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be like 2, and I'm gonna really overhype how good they were. But we're back in.
Play into how nuts things are, and like there's the post pause.
I was thinking about that. Yeah, it's the post pause. 202 is where I'm at. I'm sure we'll get going in 1 second again. I thought about that, and I think I'm really gonna try to use the word squirrel. I think I could definitely work it. I'm definitely gonna go in that nuts department for sure, and you guys can clip just me saying I'm going in the nuts department. I'm fine with you doing that, but I'm gonna use it.
Good. Yeah. Well, like you got to think about what squirrels are. They're quick, they're smart. They like the same foods that we do.
Yeah, sorry, Sammy gave me 10 right there. Back into the game just after 210 here. That can throw you off, but it's good it happened right at the beginning of the game.
I'm just saying, Chad, I could do 10. I could, Oh, I have to.
Is there a way for me to go into the schmeckles like all viewers own and just start removing them from Sammy so he doesn't do this to me?
I think there might actually be a way.
I might do that. I actually think I have a reset button, by the way. I don't want to scare people, but I can just click it whenever I want. People are mean to me.
But it's a full reset,
It's
right?
everyone's.
Like a purpose.
It's everyone's,
okay.
Yeah.
That is terrifying.
Yeah, I could really fuck with you guys, man.
Some people will be like irrationally angry about that too. That's the best part.
Yeah, I mean, what a fighting right here. That small gold lead just for the red side of them. I just out CSing in the beginning. Not super important, but it actually is going to matter because they have top pushed in right now. Sedge is near here. Belveth's near there.
Okay, I like this as well about the Volibear counter at the end here. You do have that pushing lane, which I think is going to matter a lot into a more aggressive player like Winterfresh.
It's definitely going to matter, but Volibear just such a strong 1v1, 2v2 skirmishing champion.
Speaking of 2v2, starting to see a little bit of an invade from Dalian Pig.
What a fight right now onto him. The flash away from Sejuani has to happen. They do get the aftershock rock, but they're going all the way, and then we eliminate him off a little bit more. One more Q, maybe one more flash. They don't get it. They stay alive. Sejuani escaping out of there just narrowly.
Yeah, nicely played, honestly. And it's just... Okay, that's fine. Just unable to dash in the same direction with that Belveth. You only get one in each like quadrant.
And what that really means is that Belveth actually is able to grab that first scuttle, go up in CS. Sejuani had to back. Now going to try to go to that bot side river, but Belveth should beat her there.
Yeah, definitely. And I think, I would normally greed this and like do a couple extra camps. See what Dalian Pink tries to do. Definitely not going to be looking for a gank after all of those camps, though, I think. I don't think the reset right away. This is the correct thing to do if you're a good jungler. Not like me,
Yeah, I want to just remind everybody that we did scrim against COG Tycoon, and Mighty did go 0-9 in one of those games.
Ah, come on.
To start.
I was top.
To start. No, it happened. It's documented. If they end up winning the series and we interview, they will vouch for that happening.
I don't want to talk about it at all. Also, it never happened, and that's not true.
Popo was giving you 10 because you went 0-9.
Should be 9.
Should be 9, but 1 for good measure. Warboss Justin pushing out that mid lane. They do have Sejuani sneaking around down here. There's not enough wards, so they won't get spotted out, but it does look like they're trying to back in the bush down there. They should be able to back. They actually get stopped.
But they have the,
just rejoin.
faster recall, yeah.
They could just rejoin.
Looking at the CS across the board, Vigor coming off to a tiny lead here, but actually not bad. They both took first strike as well, so there's not going to be a considerable advantage there.
The CS lead for Belveth is pretty real, though.
Yeah, no, this is kind of what I was saying earlier. The clear is just going to be faster, I think, and then that invade, you know, it did. I don't think it affected Sejuani too much, but it is one of those things that, like, you know, you get that earlier reset, and you're a little bit quicker on your second clear.
Right, you also just had the ability to time your back better. Sejuani was forced back, wasn't actually trying to go back there. Ended up using their...
none of the camps were up.
Right, ended up using their control ward in this mid, which is Boggs is clearing out right now. And everybody that's playing at home, have a sip for Wade Boggs. May he rest in peace.
Indeed. Laser Viking getting some decent trades up here. Always having that wave at their back is going to really matter as well. Starting to really think that this Believer is a smart pick.
Yeah, Warball's just doing a lot of damage right now. Actually stunned right there underneath the gravity field was Boggs, but he shouldn't go down to the ult in the end. He's gonna be able to walk out of that. Still no kills in this one yet.
Yeah, interesting thing here. It looks like I've seen a lot of Volibear players in the top lane going for a little bit of AP, especially early on. I think this is going to be the Iceborne Gauntlet, like kind of way full tanky build. And not really spec'd into the AP at all for Laser Viking.
Sejuani is in the area down here, but this wave is pushing into red side. She didn't finish that back. She's going to go right for her red buff right now. Belveth on her blue buff. It is a Mountain Drake that is up right now.
I'm going to give the early advantage to the red side for taking that Drake. I think it's going to be hard for Belveth to put pressure there, and I don't think any of the bot or mid laners have that like definitive priority advantage. It's just going to come down to which jungler can kind of put the pressure on. A big wave kind of crashing in on the bot.
A lot of damage from Laser Viking onto Winterfresh. He uses that gate to get a little bit of speed, but here comes the dive. The ultimate being dropped right now. The tower is not going to be able to help, but now it comes online. He's able to drop one into him. Winterfresh is just an auto attack or an E away.
Gets you there. Now you're thinking he can kill him, you know?
Right.
Then you TP back to lane and you die again.
This is what you're just describing what you did. This is different. This is different.
It's not what I did. I didn't do that.
Of course not. Of course not.
This ping-ponging in the bot lane is a little sketchy, honestly. I think they open themselves up to the ganks a lot more. Playing the waves like
Laser Viking actually might get it right there with that E, and he does. That's first blood. Absolutely sniped from the bear.
This is just making me look bad, man. I mean, Laser Viking's good at the top lane, and now I just like look like a fool.
That means that Herald should be all theirs with that top lane pressure. No teleport for Winterfresh. He's not going to be able to join anything up here. They pick it up. Belveth's going to get that stack. And Panther Core to a healthy lead to start.
Yeah, they're doing good. They're winning through top. Got a solid advantage in the mid lane.
Yeah.
This CS in the bot lane's going to equalize a bit after this wave gets cleared.
They're not wasting any time. They're just saying, let's get as much gold on you as we can. Sejuani trying to hold here right now. And Winterfresh has come up to the vicinity. They're dropping some damage onto Viking and Pig up here, but I just wanted the plates.
Yeah, Dallying Pig doing a great job securing some objectives, gets that Herald drop on the top side. This is super important for the Belveth, being able to stack up those big objectives, get that ult rolling. And I think they have some opportunities to start rotating down to the spot side, start looking for the Drake as well. The bot waves have just been ping-ponging back and forth, like 4 or 5 caster waves and just building up. And I think every time this happens, there's a huge opportunity.
One thing that we experienced when we were playing against these guys is that Tonic's positioning in team fights is really clean. It's always really good. And there hasn't been a lot of action bot lane yet. So it's just going to be this farm state, and I think that benefits Jinx here.
Yeah, definitely. And I think Jinx is one of those champions you want to have on an 80 carry that knows how to position.
I'm paused at 10:02, but I'm hearing things. Oh, here we go. Everybody trying to find it. A lot of damage onto Dallying Pig. They able to get the knockup. He's going to hit him back, but now they go into the E-form, and so much damage onto him. They finish it off, and Belveth's going to pick up that kill. The ultimate down onto Marshmallow down here. Ram Cannon trying to do what he can to finish him off. A massive pull, and Forgotten Metal is forgotten as he gets sent back to the pad.
Okay, pretty good. Pretty good Ram Cannon. Pretty good Marshmallow, I guess. I guess it was fine.
That was both of their ultimates, though, and you do have Sejuani in the vicinity. Looking for something. He's going to flash forward. Finds it onto him. Can they follow up with the damage? There's the cleanse. There's the flash. They're trying to get out of here. And it looks like they do have to burn double sums on Ram Cannon, but they're going to stay safe.
Yeah, both ults burned, but not the summoners, and gets away clean on that one. And this is kind of what we're talking about in the top side. We know Winter Fresh can push the leads, but does tend to over push as well. Gets ganked and punished pretty heavily.
Yeah.
A lot of plates being dropped there. And how much gold we talking here? We're talking a little over 1,000 gold, the advantage for Laser Viking in the top side alone.
Sejuani on that Drake right now there, though. We did see Belveth up top for so long. One plate left on the top turret for the blue side. So Sejuani knows that she's in the clear, is just going to take what she can. Ram Cannon without sums, without an ultimate, could be in trouble here. A little bit more damage, and a super mega death rocket could finish her off.
Super important after all that goes down to the bot lane. Ram Cannon obviously a little bit ahead in the kill score, but Jinx is farmed. Jinx didn't die, and they pick up the dragon. So bot side play, honestly, pretty good.
Yeah, and they are up by almost 3K. It's about 2.5, but just look at where that gold spread is. So much of it is in the jungle, about 1,200 being in the jungle right there. And Jinx is actually up in CS, even though Xayah has a kill.
Yeah, I think bot lane overall pretty even. Definitely most of the advantage is sitting up on the top side. And it's just going to be a matter of whether they can capitalize on that advantage. As they built this lead, the dragon stacking is starting to go the other way.
Fox taking a lot of damage right there as Justin drops it on, and Winter Fresh getting dropped on right now by the Giant Bear. Able to trade back pretty effectively. There's the ultimate, though. Can he hit him back? Can he try to stay safe? He's trying to walk through, but he gets slowed so much. He has to slap him back, and he's going to get popped and finished. Laser Viking goes to 2-0-1, and he's up a little bit of CS, too.
You should have picked me Volibear, man.
Is that what you're learning when you're watching this one?
Yes, that's all I'm getting from this. I should have played Volibear.
I think maybe it was user error and not drafted.
No shot, no shot. But, like, the game, I had a good lane, though. I had, like...
Uh-oh, Marshmallow over the wall. The stun drops onto him. Boggs is here. Pig is here to finish it up, but Boggs gets the kill credit. It's exactly who you wanted to go on there.
Huge, and I hate to give him credit, but a really good roam from Mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, Boggs actually took a ton of damage there, but that is absolutely what you want to see, is you want to see that gold starting to get spread around on the map, you know? Now all of the carries have a kill. Top lane's very far ahead. And it's looking like a solid advantage. What are they? PCS? Is that the name?
The Panther Core Sentinels.
What's this?
The Panther Core, and then I went with Sentinels. I could have done SEN.
Yeah. No, they're like PCS, right?
Yeah. Alright, Mel gonna find some damage right here. Andrew, he's actually gonna pull him off the traps if he doesn't get stunned up by them. Does take a good chunk of damage right there.
He's fine. He can take it. He's used to it. Guy gets knocked around in solo queue so much. I like the both AD carriers going for this Kraken Slayer right off the bat. I'm starting to see this pretty much every game for the like meta popularity carries, and I think it's definitely the move. Also, Kraken Slayer pickup for Dallying Pig. Gonna mean a lot of damage coming out of that belt.
Does mean though that if you get that CC off onto them, you have these really strong picks like Victor, like Jace, that do burst damage. So you're able to stun up Pig. It is an easy one shot.
Absolutely, yeah.
You have to get him stunned though for that to matter. And there's the stun right there, getting dropped down. Can they finish the damage? Just a flash away. Now she goes into reform, saying a little bit tankier. Warboss jumps and wants this kill though, and now he's a flash away. Here comes Boggs. He's gonna drop the ultimate. Get it a little bit safe, just so we can get some more damage off, but he will go down in the end. Forgotten Metal being dropped on. It's gonna flash out of that Laser Viking ultimate.
I don't want to do Dallying Pig like this.
In
that
the
was
end.
A panic flash.
Oh,
that flash.
It was.
It is not good.
I rescued. How are you?
Yeah, it looks like they are going to take this Herald on the back end of those. See where they end up using it. I don't think top is like not really worth, because it's basically dead. Mid's kind of.
I think they might look for mid. It's about halfway. Maybe another skirmish.
Going bot.
Over here, the ADCs are hitting each other, but now Sejuani could be in a heap of trouble. There's a lot of damage getting dropped onto them. Can they find a way to protect her? No shield actually going on to her, but right there she does get stunned up. Well, she can take it down right now. She's inside the cage, and the W is going to be all that they need, but now everybody's getting hit by these Laser Viking drops super low. Will he go down in the end? He won't. Ignite ticking on him. Warboss Justin missing him. They're going to drop the Herald in the mid lane. It should be able to take the tower. And Panther Core, this is what I was talking about when I was saying these guys are organized. Look at how they do this. Warboss Justin, the tower is gone. Now he needs a little bit of help, but I don't think he's going to get it. A nice pullback from Rancan. It means Tonic's in a lot of trouble. Looks like they're going to go down. That's a nice solo kill down there in the bot lane. They're able to pick up Renata Glass in the mid lane as well, as Justin is now trying to hold on. And talk about 9-0. It's 0-9, just like Mighty.
Hey, come on, man. That's a low blow.
Low-hanging fruit, still fruit, bud.
Yeah. Anyway, man, I'm just not happy now. If you're seeing 2 Heralds at around the 15-minute mark, and your name is Velvet, you're in great shape.
Yeah,
that's what I gotta say. Dallying Pig, very on the ball with the objectives. Gonna look to take this dragon now, stop the dragon stacking, and I mean, it's
resetting a little bit.
Rough.
It gives them time to get here to maybe try to make a play around it. They have something. He's hitting over the wall. He's gonna steal it. That's the second Drake and a massive steal for Sejuani as they're gonna take their next Drake of the game. That's huge. No kill on him.
Okay, we got a game. That's legit. Now I was gonna say they were losing the dragon stacking. They pick it right back up, and they've got some pretty good scaling on their drop here.
Laser Viking gonna drop the ultimate. Winterfresh trying to run away, but doesn't have those tier 2 boots. Laser Viking must have got word from friends that Victor was on his way over, and he might not be able to kill him in time.
Yeah, no ultimate, no flash. It's kind of hard to chase that down, and on top of that, you really don't have magic resist yet, so it's even harder to survive the Victor after like 1 or 2 spell rotations.
Objective bounty gold getting claimed as Jinx takes that bot lane tower. Boggs could be looking for Justin right now. A nice dodge right there. He's dodging like a squirrel on a tightrope, just trying to walk around. Everything is going just how they want it, and they should be able to pick up Boggs right there. That's 1 kill onto them. Now they're looking for another. Laser Viking is here, but it's at 4v2. They're looking for Marshmallow. Great flash. Can he get over the wall? He does. He might be safe. Laser Viking trying to get underneath the tower now as all 5 members of COG arrive at the mid lane.
Yeah, COG suddenly signs of life, and they've got a kill. Maybe looking for this mid turret, starting to siege up. Laser Viking has a lot of tank stats, not really too afraid of the Jinx. Victor, a little bit of a different story. Elbeth comes to join.
Yeah, they really want to be able to take this tower, but I don't think that they can. Even just Laser Viking's E is enough to clear this stuff here. And Mighty, you were given 9 seconds to drink, so hop on that.
I mean, of course it's 9. Okay.
Yeah, signs of life for sure. The gold gap getting blown out of proportion and then closed back down a little bit within the last couple of minutes. So now about a 5k gold lead here for the side of Panther Cores. Looking in incredible control. The communication's been really good. Honestly, Marsh has been all over the map, been in every single fight somehow. 0-0-5 scoreline, highest kill participation on their team.
Well, laning was never really his strength, so
there it is.
Just making the most of it.
There it is.
Gotta make the most of it while you can, you know? And we'll see how the team fights go. We've started to see some really, really strong team fighting coming out of the side of COG. And, you know, definitely have potential to turn the game around through those team fights. Especially if Panther Core keeps getting caught lacking in those critical moments.
Oh, for sure.
I think a big part of this is that we've seen Ram Cannon really doing a lot of good stuff in lane. But that, you know, that range advantage over the Xayah is going to mean a lot more in these team fights, where you don't really have as much access to just...
Over the wall, they're able to find a little bit of damage onto him. There's the ultimate. Winterfresh now underneath the tower. That is not helping him out in the long run. He flashes away. Sejuani's here to protect him. Forgotten Metal's going to drop the ultimate as well. That means maybe we'll trap these guys for a little bit longer as Volibear getting chunked down, getting taken down. One more auto attack. 2 Mega Death Rocket's not quite enough. Yes, it is. Sejuani picks up their second kill of the game. Second kill for COG as well. And they're going to chase him away.
It's absolutely insane that they get that kill with actually no one there. Victor's not there. Jinx isn't auto-attacking. Jace had to run away. And they just like a super mega death rocket to support a jungler in a dream.
And Marsh is going to proc that Baron. He's going to go over the wall, but no one to go back to. No flash on it either. He's just buying time, but he is going to have to say bye-bye as Justin picks him up. And they're going to start the Baron right now. They have numbers advantage.
You know what? Low-hanging fruit's still fruit.
True.
You know? Sorry, Marsh. That was a rough play, buddy.
Man. Ramcan is actually come right over here, try to poke these guys out. He's gonna get a lot of free hits. They could just try to look onto him, focus him down. Justin dropping super low. We'll go down. Dally Pig's all the way over the wall. Can they try to finish this off the right here? The spy pilot goes over to Belveth. The steal. He said, you can take the dragon. I'm going to take the bear, and I'm going to go all in on you guys. They do get taken down in the end. It's 4-11. It's a 2-for-1 by the end of it, but what a play.
Yeah, Ram Cannon coming in from the side, being the perfect distraction, giving Dallying Pig a chance to get into the pit at like 1500 HP, and I think just enough time to get that steal, even trades a kill back.
For Pig, it was personal. It was like, you solo came over the wall, took our second Drake, or the what would have been our first Drake and your second Drake. I'm going to do it right back. Boggs in a lot of trouble, though. Had that Baron, was on that split. Winter Fresh going to chase him down. Can you find a little bit more damage? He's got help. He's got everybody here. They're looking to turn this right now, and I think they will. You chase your jungle with no vision. They're going to be able to pick up Chase. Ram Cannon picks up one. Now they're going to have to retreat, but it is a 1-for-0. So if Mega Death Rocket hits Marsh, it won't matter.
Yeah, a little bit of an overchase there. Boggs definitely, I think, stayed a bit too long. He did get quite a lot on the bottom side while this was happening. Now, Panther core is just huge after that Baron.
I think what was so heartbreaking about that Baron is the smite went down 47 or 97 damage short. It was just about that, and then Belveth was able to pick it up. Here comes the ultimate. It's just going to straight up take the tower. Now Jinx is in a lot of trouble. They're trying to have help come over the wall. We saw what happened last time, but Laser Viking can't finish off the kill, has to run away.
I get down below half here. No super mega death
Oh
rocket
my! Well,
ability just
I'm
yet.
not going to say any objective is anybody's at any point in this game. Anything can
Both
happen.
junglers have smite, both of them.
They're right here. He's going to go right on it. He's able to steal it again. He said, you can have every Baron. I'm going to take every dragon. I'm Sejuani, and we're going to die for it this time. But hot damn, they're so close to soul now.
Sends one right back. Love to see it. And
Guys,
yeah,
just stop doing the fucking objective when they're right there. Just don't do it.
Well, it's funny. That is, I think, the right thing to do is just don't do the objective so you can get the jungler out of the picture. If it's going to be a 50-50, you know, you look for a fight.
4-14, 3 Drakes to 0, but a 10k gold lead for the side of Panther Core. I will say there's a decent amount of wave clear on the side of COG. That might be the only thing that's going to head, like, that's the best way for them to deal with this. Stay far back, don't let them come in on you, and clear these minions.
So part of the issue for this push as well is that Bog has the TP, wants to stay bot and get that wave up, but they don't have the cage to threaten for the siege. And so, you know, Xayah, not really the longest range duty carry, not gonna have an easy time hitting that turret without the cage kind of zoning.
Xayah crazy fed though at 5-0. Vigar's massive at 5-1. These carries are scary.
It's 10,000 gold the advantage for Panther Core, and COG is still in it. They have crazy good scaling between the Victor and the Jinx.
Yep.
That Sejuani in the front line. The ability to use these fed members like the Xayah, like the, to a lesser extent, the Belveth with that Renata ulti. And honestly, the second life as well on Jinx is so critical in these fights. If you can get that bailout onto the Jinx, just absolutely massive. See what the next objective is. I think they're just going to split the lay-ins a bit.
I'm worried, actually, if they get sold, because I feel like they're not in a position right now where even 12 minutes from now that they're going to be able to contest for something like Elder. I feel like next Drake, unless you feel like you've gotten some big team fights in between then, it's even worth to go for it. They're able to find some CC up here onto Laser if I can do as much damage as they can, but everyone's coming over the wall. Forgotten Metal does a really good job just keeping them away, knocking them off, but a massive ultimate right there is only going to hit 2. They're going to drop him back. Tonic is the first one to go down. A big ultimate from Sejuani can protect. They're able to try to disengage here. Rakan was down to like 10 health right there, almost died in the end. Boggs looking for damage. He's going to find it with just the WQ combination. Dowling Pig over the wall, going to take a lot of damage though as well. Or Boss Justin flashes into it. He's not going to get hit by that W, but everybody else on this side. Magister is going to go down. And Panther Core just
with some squirrely maneuvers.
Squirrely maneuvers.
Dash right out of there.
Playing on the edge. These guys are definitely, they're minimizing how crazy ahead they are, because these fights are so close, but they are monstrously ahead.
Yeah, it's rough, and I think if Tonic doesn't go down so early in that fight, this is a different story. Jinx on 2 items can still do a lot of damage in these fights, but getting removed so quickly, really good ultimate from Ram Cannon to dodge out of that Renata.
Able to find this damage too. Super Mega Death Rocket is going to connect, but it's onto the shield that Viking was able to get.
A Laser Viking is especially tanky against the Jinx. A lot of armor already built up. I think it's a pretty painful situation if Victor gets their free hit, though. Not quite built the MR just yet.
I think that if me and you get to watch this with a little bit more perspective, we played these guys, all of these guys in this game. I think it was a little too slow in the beginning. It was like the first 8 minutes without a kill. Ended up being a solo kill going to Panther core in the top lane. I think the games we played, I've ever played against these guys, it's been bloodbaths of games.
Yeah, blasting out kills all over the map. Mostly top lane, actually. But
mostly top lane on you, 0-9. And it's weird to watch this really calculated game, but Panther core, their communication and their rotations in this game and them setting up vision way ahead of time and working as a team to set up vision and talking about where they're going and the pings that they're getting out with really clean, and they might be walking into a trap right now because they're waiting in here and they're able to find two right there. Oh, the damage getting dropped down to one of them. Renata Glass is already down. Can Victor stay alive? He does come out of the golden. He is going to go down in the end. That's another kill for Xayah. They go to 8-0, and Sejuani is stunned up and locked up as Tonic's trying to run to safety. Just clear this wave. Baron is what is on the table, but Dragon spawning in 25.
Yeah, it's really important that they kill the Sejuani, and they do. 32 seconds still on the death timer. They're going to try to clear out this Baron. Slow to do it so far, but I think they've got plenty of time. Knock this out. See if they go for the reset. I think they probably will. There might be a small window, like a really small window.
Window's right now. The window is if you're there right now. If Jinx gets theirs first with Renata Glass, there's a teleport though. They already have the teleport incoming. Jace doesn't have DP. That Ignite isn't even up. They should get here first. Getting there first, we noticed, hasn't mattered though in terms of who gets the dragon. So I'm gonna hold on. Here's another teleport. They want to make.
Sejuani doesn't get there at all, but
no, it does end up going that way. And honestly, that's the best option for both teams. I think if you end up getting Soul there as the other team, they're not in any position to try to stop him. Dalian Pig going all the way in onto Tonic. So much damage getting dropped onto him. Is he going to be able to stay alive though? Just one more auto attack. It's not enough. Jinx picks up the kill, and Tonic is on the board.
Tonic's going crazy. Okay.
There is a thing.
Gotta be careful.
Icarus did do a thing. He flew too close to the sun, and Dalian Pig is going to show that I can also do that.
Yeah, definitely a little bit too close to something. Maybe too close to the Renata, as I think they thought that Tonic was all alone. You see, they're still going to go for a push here. Dalian Pig, not one of the members that has TP. Boggs did burn TP, I think.
Forgotten. Metal is in a lot of trouble. Is waiting near that blast cone area. Does get stunned actually right at the end, but now they're going to find some damage onto Boggs. One auto attack, two auto attacks. Are they going to go down in the end? One more piece of damage. The Super Mega Death Dragon sniped out of there, and now two giant members of Panther Corps are dead, and they're getting chased out of the jungle.
I think Tonic's got this. Honestly, there's a backup right behind. Just a little bit too mobile from the other side. But a lot burned there from both sides, and the victor coming out of all that is going to be COG.
And you know what? The last two kills that have happened have gone over to Jinx, and now we're going to start seeing Jinx coming online a lot more. Those were big kills. There was shutdown gold involved in those kills. He's nice and juicy now in terms of gold.
LDR going to be super, super important. All this armor stacking going on the Volley Bear, starting to see some armor on some other members. And you need that armor pen coming through on your carry. Starting to happen.
It's true. Jillybean did murder Boggs, said go Boggs, and then Boggs immediately died. Is Jillybean cursed? Yes, it's factual now.
Honestly, every single thing I've ever been a fan of, I just can't root for it because I do the same thing.
Okay, Jillybean.
Maybe that's why Marsh and
Jillybean, can you say the words Buggleberry Finn will not win the lottery tomorrow? Can you say those? Can you just type those out? That'd be great.
Can you cheer for Ram Cannon and Marshmallow for me?
Can you cheer for that?
I've tried like cheering against them, and it seems to be failing me, so.
325 stacks on that Vigard. The amount of AP that they are pumping out is so high. 1,061 AP.
Jump change.
Jump change. Mighty's died more than that this week in ARAMs.
It's true. I had a game, 10 kills a minute for 10 minutes.
Oh, Jillybean said it!
4 minutes.
Yes! Here we come, money. A slow push back into the base here.
I really don't. I think Boggs needs to be here for
Another friend.
SNUD TV, dude.
Rotation's
Thank
coming.
you, man. Much appreciated. Guys, if I won the lottery, I'm just letting you know that I would start an actual coriander beer company. Sure.
Also, we're buying a Denny's.
I would buy a Denny's for sure, and I would put, I think Jackie Boy in charge of it, but also
Uh-oh.
give them no resources. Boggs gonna get sent back to the base. Maybe he can reconsider how he wants to come back, but...
Yeah, and this one, they're too split up. They're allowing these opportunities, and this time is so important for the side of COG.
That one wasn't Chili Bean's fault. That one's fully on Boggs.
Yep, Boggs alone over there. No fans cheering. Just chilling. Sonic is really starting to get large.
This is a massive testament to what turtling can do when you are really organized just inside your base. The way they're clearing wave, like we know they have good wave clear, but the way they're doing it, how they're positioned, how they're warding just outside of their base to try to catch people, this is a masterclass in slowing down a game.
There's another element to this as well. I think they have funneled quite a lot of gold toward this Jinx. Look at that farm number, 281.
Jinx might be in a lot of trouble. Does have to pop that ghost, trying to run away from here. And Laser Viking on the prowl, looking for him. Are they going to stop him? Sentinels says, I'm not going to let you get close to my carries. They're going to help me out. And now Laser Viking's in a lot of trouble. Laser's going to hit him. He's going to drop that off and try to get away. Renata Glass ultimate does hit Super Mega Death Run. Take on Ram Cannon. Now Marshmallow's trying to be up here. But, I mean, when they only have 4, that Vygar wasn't here yet. They couldn't find a way in. They did burn a summoner out of Jinx.
Yeah, I'll say as much as Laser Viking had to burn to get away from that, that was Renata ulti. That was not Victor ulti, Jinx ulti. That was Jinx Ghost. A lot of things are down for this dragon fight, which is critically happening right now.
Yeah, the other thing that's amazing for the side of COG is you could actually still give this up, guys. But Sejuani's here this time. Sejuani doesn't care. Can Sejuani get in there? They can't. It's a little bit late. And now they're on the other side of the pit. Everything is going to go wrong for them. They're going down. They're going to take down. Medallion Pig's also dropping super low. Sejuani gets taken down. The second Drake of the game for this side of Panthers.
I wanted it so bad.
I mean, we've seen 3 steals. We've seen 3 steals.
I thought it could happen.
2 on Dragon, 1 on Baron.
Well, so one thing about this, yes, they can give up another Drake and still be fine. But Panther Core is stacking Infernals.
Yeah,
and that's kind of scary.
When you've got somebody like Boggs on your side, who's well over 1,000 AP right now, absolutely it's scary. Dude's gonna click Q. Dude's not gonna get the click R. He's gonna just, you know, shuffleboard something onto you, and it's gonna kill you.
Yeah, it's messed up. I mean, and it's just getting worse. Every single one of these Drakes, they've getting only the good, the Infernal ones. It's like, you got these silly ocean and mountain Drakes on the side of COG, you know? Don't want those.
This Baron could be what they need to make sure they can break some of this stuff down and actually open up the inhibitors. What's crazy to me is that no inhibitor has fallen yet.
Yeah, really, really good stalwart defense from the side of COG, just holding these inhibs down. And on the other side, only 1 turret lost so far for Panther Core. They're definitely holding it down as well. All that standing gold, though, is going to mean a lot. If anything, any fight gets turned.
I think this is a big Renata Glass strategy. They're like, let's get the other team way ahead so when I ult them, they kill each other faster. That's what this is. Marshmallow looking for something. Xayah back in the mid lane, solo on this tower, but only has a cannon minion there. Can they try to kill it before it takes the tower? It got pretty close. Winter Fresh gonna make sure it happens. But there's 4 down here in the bot lane. Xayah still in the mid. There could be fighting without an ADC in this fight here. That could be really important. She is on the split though. Winter Fresh trying to delineate where does he actually go here. Dallying Pig gonna go over the wall, clear some vision. Ram Cannon onto an inhib. Can't decide which direction they want to go. They're gonna go all in on Xayah, force the ultimate out of it, but they still haven't gotten the inhib yet. Trying to clear these minions in time. Down the bot lane though, they're looking to go in. Justin now in trouble. Boggs looking for something.
Yep.
Inhib mid still holds.
Here? Marshmallow holding the ultimate. Oh, the pause.
And this pause is brought to you by Denny's.
Coriander beer.
Coriander Denny's.
Dude, imagine if Denny's starts serving corianders. That would be the highlight of our entire existence.
I would lose my mind if that happened. I would believe fully that I'm in a simulation if that happened.
You're gonna start taking red pills, man.
Yeah. Are you able to see chat. I always mute chat. I don't want this
Like
chat in
game chat?
terms of Twitch chat looking at game chat in terms of yeah. Yeah, so are you
I
looking at
don't
this
know.
chat or that chat?
I can see a chat.
Great. And what does it say?
Mouse died.
Bad
Sorry,
timing.
pig mouse died.
Whose mouse?
I don't really know. I
Just a mouse has died.
think it's Dallying Pig. Dallying Pig has been standing still outside the base for quite some time, and it's starting to all make sense.
I thought they were just lurking. And maybe they felt they were too, like they were actually paused on their own screen, and they tried to click to go over and they couldn't, and then maybe this is the pause that's happening.
Yeah, that's broken. If you're like baiting the other team with like you know, are we really paused? Imagine if all 5 members just stop moving. It's a strat.
It is a strat. Not a good strat. This is why you went 09, bud. I don't know what to tell you. What if we nobody moved? What if nobody moved the whole game, guys? What if we
I
just
just
stopped
held
moving?
position in lane, but I think the minions moving gave me away.
That's a real strategy I do on champions like Blitzcrank. I'll just freeze. Let him get one
I
auto
do it
attack or
on-
so on me, and then I'll pull him in.
I do it on like Mordekaiser and Orin.
Smart, weird, love it.
Yeah,
Who is the hunk? We got a hunk alert.
I know who it is. Don't say Ram Cannon. Don't.
Oh, now we are. Ram Cannon is the hunk. Sorry, bud. You saw it coming, but now we're back in this game. They're back to holding. No inhib is down yet, but they are pushing in these barren waves relentlessly. That cannon is slapping on it. Where's the pause?
Yep. Pause action. Pause on pause.
Yeah, you guys love
Zion
this shit.
ultimate.
You love pauses, right? That's why you're here at the LBLCS. You love a pause.
I like a good old pause. You know, it gives me some time to think. You know, maybe.
We applaud for a pause, but
Jesus.
here comes Sejuani going all the way in. A lot of damage on him with a flash away right there. They're hitting him up. Here comes the Renata ult. It's not going to go. It kicks on two of them back there. They almost kill each other. Now, they have to ult away. They have to back up. And mighty fool, can you believe that every inhib is still standing?
I cannot, honestly. That's insane. And what's left in the tank after all that? Well, Jinx sure can auto attack. I'm not sure what else is up. Honestly, a lot of ultimates expended. Wog still has ult, but not much left up on the map. Tonic might be able to find a critical target with that ultimate. Nobody really low HP anymore, though. A lot of people able to lifesteal back.
Victor able to really stun these minions. There's the cage from Vygar. They're looking for damage onto the people who step up close. It's a real front to back if they can get it started. Jinx has moved over. They should know that this is their chance. And Marshmallow sees it. He's going in. They're finding damage on a Victor. He goes golden, though. He's going to stay safe for a little bit longer. Really gets stunned when he comes out. He does. And they should be able to take him down. Sejuani's be the first one to go. Can they look for the next one? They do. Victor's out of the fight. The inhib goes down. The game pauses at 36-13. And then we're back into it. Jinx is able to pick up Rakan. They're looking for Dallion Pig. One more auto attack. Next auto attack. The W doesn't connect. Boggs picks up the kill with just a W. Winter Fresh still alive. Gotten Metal trying to hang on to the game, but Panther Core want to end this one. They want to go to a game 2 with the lead. They want to fill that Coriander on up. Here comes Winter Fresh. Gonna knock him back. Has to run away. Forgotten Metal staying alive with a little bit of life right now. Boggs trying to find the damage. They find him, but can they finish him off? He goes golden. He stays alive. They're going to get the full-bodied ace in game 1. Going over to Panther Core in the end of it.
Yeah, I got a lot of things to take away from that game. Definitely Boggs on that Vygar cleaning house at the end of the game. Really, really strong performance. Panther Core really showing us what they're bringing to the table in game 1. And I think if I'm COG, I'm looking for a little bit more proactivity across the board. Definitely there was CC within the draft, but the main like lever for getting that action is that Sejuani. And it's just so hard to follow up with just Renata like ultimate or just
I do have
that's
something
your
I want to
other-
say, and that's like, in a scenario where Panther Core doesn't start that game 9-0,
Oh, it looks really good for COG. If they're
it
not
looks
9-0.
really good for COG. The fact that they took 3 Drakes, the way they did, in the style that they did, of course, Karma was paid right back with the Baron take.
Yeah.
But the fact that that was able to happen, the fact that they held on to that game and almost pushed it to 40 minutes is remarkable. And I think there's a big conversation having like, let's take some earlier game champions and what we did. Let's make sure we have some pressure. Yeah. Maybe let's make sure we're taking teleport in our solo lane so that we can actually rotate around the map the way they're able to. And let's, it looks like they're going to take red side. I'm not sure if that's 100% decided yet, but I am looking at the way these guys are lining up. and it looks like blue side is where Panther core is. So
All right.
they get a full
Um,
counter. Do you feel like that has to be a mid lane choice? You're gonna go for the mid lane
no.
counter? No, you want the
So
top?
so yeah, the other thing that I did not like for COG's draft is that they gave Winterfresh a blind Jace, and they were immediately punished.
Hmm.
Really, really good choice for Laser Viking to grab that Volibear in the top lane.
And he did
And I
great with it.
definitely feel, yeah, it was tough. And I think that Winterfresh will benefit a lot from having that counter pick in the top side.
Hmm.
But I know Winterfresh will benefit from that counter pick in the top side. Um, and I
Hey,
think
when
that on
Winterfresh got
top
a
of
counter
that,
pick on you, what happened, by the way? I just want to know.
I don't remember
Okay.
that happening.
Okay. I
Yeah.
feel like it was at night, by the way. I feel like the
No,
score maybe was like
no,
0 and
no, no. You
9.
were lacking a little bit on the squirrel puns, just saying.
Is that what I got? Two, I think, in. Two good
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
And you got one in. You're able to shuffle it in.
yeah. Nailed that one.
Did a great job. Um, People are saying a couple different things. First pick Kaisa. I think when you're scouting these teams, I don't know if Kaisa is even coming up in the conversation too much.
Yeah, I think Ram fancies the Kaisa a bit. Um, but I don't think it's like top of the like list of champions I really, really want, you know.
I think maybe making sure that your ADC on the side of COG is still just a mutant freak the way Tonic is, and he's like on something that can pop off is important. We saw how crazy Jinx was getting. They were down so much gold, and Jinx was becoming an issue, and that's always great to see. Anthocor did win that game, even though
Oh
Schmeichel's out.
no, my money. My
Sorry,
money.
bud. Hope you were watching. Hope you're able to get some more going.
I have like 250 schmecks. I'm all in though. See a little shuffling around. I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, you're gonna have to take over for 1 minute, okay, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Great.
I'm thinking about draft options here for both sides, but mostly for COG as they came out of that one. Oh god. Caster compliment from PC Marshmallow. Everyone on PC except for Pig. I'm gonna compliment Pig and no one else. I think Pig did a great job controlling objectives, especially early game around the top side, putting those advantages on the Laser Viking, who absolutely carried the game in spite of the bot lane. And I gotta say, props for a fantastic jungle performance. Now, what else is there to say? I'm gonna say as well that COG. I think moving into the next draft, I want to see a little bit more proactivity from either support or top. Something that can get these fights rolling. Doesn't have to be like a tank top or a tank support. Just something that has that kind of initiating factor. Or maybe a split pusher, you know, some other angle into these games. Because I feel like there was just not quite enough proactivity in the previous draft. We'll see the draft link is up. I don't think Buggle's around to click it for you guys, so I'll just walk you through it as we get rolling. Quite live yet. They might be waiting for us. Winterfresh needs TP. You know, that might be true. But I did watch I did watch Boggs not use TP like the entire game. So for like 12 minutes straight. So maybe just like playing against a team that's missing a TP was not really affecting it all that much. I think the wallets were the bigger deal there. This means we're about Pig. Okay. You want me to not say nice things about Pig? I got you. Well, Pig, you know, definitely had low kill participation, overall kill score in the last game. Kind of outperformed on those Drake smites as well. Magister really, really coming in clutch with a lot of those early Drake steals. A lot of that proactivity around the bottom side. And honestly, Pig got gapped. Just going to come out and say it. You know. Also, Marshmallow, you know, pretty strong support player, I would say. Only on Recon, but a solid performance and definitely put in the work to make Ram look good, which is a rare sighting. Happy to see it though. It's like we are going to get rolling into this draft fairly soon. LeChance licks toes. Thank you, little robot man, for subscribing for 27 months. You've been here long enough. You know what to do. The casters are you're rolling into this one. We'll see. I'm not sure if the ban strategy is going to get changed up too much. We're getting rolling into this PCS. Going to be blue side first to make a selection here. See what the first ban's going to be. I believe last game they banned a lot of jungle. No, no, no. COG Tycoon banned a lot of the jungle. PCS banned. Zach is going to be one of the same. And Mumu, the response from the other side. No change so far. See what comes next. They're not spelling anything, right? Zach Aphelios. Za. The Za ban. I believe the other side was Scion. Yep, Scion and another top lane pick was the following for COG. Jinx gonna be banned away. PCS not fans of the Jinx. Vigar, the response, a lot of respect here. Even against the team that lost the first game, that Jinx was scary, made a big comeback, and did a lot of damage. And Vigar, of course, nullifying a lot of what COG was trying to do and really made those sieges work in spite of the low range. PCS gonna have priority for the first pick. Sejuani available, grabbed up right away. Kaisa also available, great pairing with the Sejuani. A lot of those melee solo laners also really, really strong here. Aatrox has been super popular in the meta. I know that there's a lot of I think this is a Kled player team. There are quite a few in the league. Kaisa already going to be hovered by COG Tycoon. Kaisa, very popular AD carry in the meta, already locked in. Okay, that was a quick selection. I think they know what they're looking for. See what they pair with this. I like to see engage supports with the Kaisa, but a lot of teams will opt for engage in other places as well. Go for a more laning focused pick. Something like a double range, something like an enchanter can work. But they have 4 seconds left. Will they pick jungle? They will pick the Kayn. Critically not banned this time. Slight nerfs to the lethality items in the jungle, but probably still a completely viable option. But that tier build got the lethality options, and I think it's probably just fine into the Sejuani. Not going to get counter jungled, not going to get forced on too much. So you get your choice for what you want to do with that Kayn. There, it's a pretty versatile champion as well. A lot of people think of it like you have to be ganking certain lanes to get your form, but really you can just farm on Kayn, and it's not so bad. Ashe going to be the answer on the other side. Probably going to expect the cleanse against the double Freljord pick from the Kaisa for sure. See if they take the support here to pair up with it. I would expect something engagey again. Maybe not Rakan. Zillion is crazy. This is a big flex pick. Bog absolutely able to play it, but Marshmallow is my expected Zillion player on this team. Gonna be looking for that Zillion support. And Ashe not super mobile. So against the Kayn, that can be a really, really smart choice. Casters W. Thank you, Tonic. See what the answer is on the other end. Maokai gonna be hovered and locked in. Okay, so this Maokai can be support, can be top lane, almost certainly not jungle, but still a flex pick. Honestly, mid lane Maokai would be a little weird, but I'm not totally against the idea. I see the Malphite banned away right away at the start here. Don't want to give that secondary engage option on top of the Sejuani. Akali gonna be the response.
While you're still talking, that was the longest I've ever left you alone on cast, and I apologize.
Nah, you're good.
Mary
You're good.
called me, and she wanted to complain that you guys are taking up all of my time. So,
Not my fault.
that was my fault.
Honestly, this is your fault. You
I,
summoned me.
I explained that. I said you come on and chat and yell at them if you want, but no one's gonna take it well. I love the Zillion pick. This is something I was trying to mention last draft. This is a Marshmallow special.
It's the mainstay.
I'm wondering if Boggs has had any practice on it. And this is a secret flex too, though.
Yeah, no, I was talking about. I think these are both flex picks. Maokai support and top flex.
Hmm.
They are going to take mid here, which keeps that option open as well. I love to see the Ari.
I'll be
And
honest with
there's
you.
a
I
lot of
think that's
low
Maokai
mobility.
support.
I'd buy that for sure, and I think it pairs well with the Kaisa.
Yep. Pairs super well with the Kaisa. It's what I really like about this draft in the difference. Like Panther Core crushed game one. It somehow went longer than we ever thought it would have. But they crushed game one. Game two, mobile carries that are playmakers on your support and or on your ADC and mid. I like that from Tycoon.
Yeah, 100%. Also, I think Kaisa is just still really, really strong as a pick,
Hmm.
and they're facilitating that with a lot of CC in the draft coming from different places. Victor, I mean, now you have the Zillion pulling double duty, right? You've got the immobile carries from the mid and the bot, and you've only got one Zillion ult. So I think it's a little bit trickier now for Panther Core to keep those carries alive with just the Zillion pick. I
And it's a
do kind of
Sedge
like it,
top and
Yeah,
throwing the.
this is cool.
Yeah, I like this a lot.
Okay, so we'll see what the response is. You do have counter, presumably,
I
for top
actually think I know what they're gonna pick.
Gwen.
That's what I was thinking they're gonna take.
Yeah.
I
They have the
s-
80 jungler.
Yep, there it is, the
Yeah,
Gwen.
yeah,
We
yeah.
both saw it coming. We both know it's an answer that they have to something like this. We both felt the pain that they bring with the scissors.
I'm gonna
Oh
get
my God,
lost.
Winter Fresh is
Oh,
about to
jeez.
bring down a clinic.
So this is what might have destroyed my entire existence in a scrim that never happened in my headspace dream fantasyland nightmare. And it's just this guy's a sleeper maniac on the Gwen. You don't expect it, then it hits you.
I hope we didn't cast curse him too hard. We did hype him up real good.
I don't
Um,
care. If he fails and falls flat on his face, I'm just gonna be happy. I'm just gonna enjoy the moment.
oh wow,
You know?
dark. Okay, I like it though.
Yeah.
In one way, I
Look,
like it.
hey, it's just I need this. Okay, I need to see that.
You need
Like
to
it's
see that
like
it
when
can die. You need to
yeah
watch it like actually fall once, so you know it's not immortal. Okay.
yeah. It's like when you see like what was the thing in It where like they bully the clown, you know,
Yeah.
and it's like everybody that was scared of clowns is like, you know what, I kind of needed this.
Okay. All right. So to you, I want to be clear about this. Winter Fresh is equivalent to the monster It from the novel by Stephen King.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That guy is Pennywise, man.
Guys, Pennywise, man. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see if they can get off to a good start. Stream is R. Yep. Always, always, always. Let's get to the pick ban. Game one was a lot of fun. It was not closed out quickly. COG held on. Let's see if they can start differently this time.
Well, the crazy thing is, it wasn't close. Like it was a huge gold advantage for PC, and then suddenly they were in the late game and it was close.
Yeah. They were able to find some picks around their base. The other team was spread out more because they had to be on the outskirts. Maybe it was a wake-up call. Maybe it was just Panther Core showing that their organizational skills are better. I mean, that's the one thing that we really hyped about them is that their plays are something they've talked about and worked on, and they know what they're doing. So
Yeah, I'm gonna say it right now. I don't know what your opinion is of this draft. Actually, you know, I did it last time first. You tell me who's gonna win this game.
I don't have a lot of things to go off of, but I know that both teams don't feel great about the last game. And I mean that very seriously. Dallying Pig threw 2 dragons. Yes, he stole a Baron, but they got a pick they did not want the enemy team to have this game, and that's Kayn. I think Gwen and Kayn is annoying enough to piss off the immobile carries of that Victor, of that Ashe. And you said something earlier, and I want to highlight it. I want to go back to it. Zillion only has 1 ult. So if you get into an early grades, I like the draft from COG better. I like COG's draft better. Now, we just watched Panther Core win, so do what you will with that. But I'm going to put up the bets right now for 5 minutes. Panther Core on that blue side. My schmeckles from my phone, I think, are going to go on COG.
I am going to disagree.
Okay.
I'm gonna say right now that Laser Viking showed his stuff last game. We know exactly what to expect in the top lane. We're looking for, you know, Laser Viking to just take it away. And the matchup is horrible now. Like, I don't think this is a good matchup. The Laser Vikings showed us one half of it, where with the advantageous matchup, they're going to get the advantage, right? They're going to take the lead. And I think that level of performance and skill is going to translate into not getting absolutely destroyed by a Gwen 0 and 9 top lane.
I think that both junglers, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, and anybody who works for Riot is listening, both junglers are pieces of shit. I hate them both so much with a passion, with a vengeance. I've never had one on my team that did a great job, really, and I've never been one that did a great job, really. So my only experience is getting absolutely trounced by these guys. And let me tell you, it is more unfun to lose to Kayn, who one-shots you when he's blue Kayn, than it is to fight Viego and him go invulnerable in the middle of it by eating somebody else's soul and turning into them. I'm more scared of a Kayn Ahri bum rushing you with a Kai'Sa ulting in from the side than I am from these other guys. That being said, if Ram Cannon is awake and he's here, I know for a fact those hawk shots are going to be good. I know for a fact that that arrow is going to be good. And I do know already that I would never let Marshmallow get Zillion. So
that's true.
I am scared. I want to hype up COG because they did lose the last game. But Panther Corps are a franchise team. They are here to play. They are here to compete. They are here to get to the finals. They want to win this game real bad.
I got one more thing to say about this draft before I tango real quick.
Okay.
Burden of execution. Much, much higher for COG's draft. I think they do have those really, really potent assassin picks. They have great ways to get into fights.
Sure.
But they have a pick-oriented draft. They do not front-to-back team fight as easily as Panther Corps.
Yep. That's 100% true.
You have to consider that. Yeah.
That is 100% true. The ease of execution is completely different. I do think that some people on the side of Panther Corps are going to have to understand the tax that comes with playing against somebody who heals like Gwen, or if they end up being that red Kayn, somebody who heals like Kayn. Maokai has healing built in the kit. Ahri has healing built into the kit. You're going to have to get heal cutting at some point in this game. We're going to have a bigger job at hand trying to take these guys down. I did put my Schmeckles down on my phone, and I did put them down on COG, so if they do start losing, rather, I will be slightly more upset than if Panther do. What do we got for Schmeckle betting so far? Got 34,000 dropped on Panther Corps, 23,000 dropped on COG Tycoon. I gotta say, my favorite player of the game so far is either Boggs.
Another friend.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much for the follow, guys. Welcome to the LBLCS. There's a Discord link down below. We can meet us at the Denny's in Vermont, go around back to the dumpster, knock on it 3 times, just like Todd will come out and he'll give you unlimited pancakes. And you can chow down, eat up, and watch your LBLCS inside of that nice, cozy dumpster. I think it's Boggs or Tonic. Tonic last game on Jinx was super fun to watch. I think their positioning was great. I think Boggs was clinical. I think that the reason they only died as many times as they did is because they got sabotaged by some fans here in chat. We know that definitely caused them to die at least once. Oh, Less Force, you kidding me? For those that are not normally at our Denny's, me and Less Force are both cursed, and if we ever bet on the same person, they never win. We both have bet on COG, which means Panther Corps are destined by the stars to take this with a vengeance.
Yeah. Where am I putting my money?
You should just put it on Panther Corps. Me and Less Force both put it on COG. I don't think it's even worth putting money on them anymore. Nothing to do with COG's gameplay. They're just like, we've put them in a curse. We've cursed them now.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I'm betting against.
No, that makes sense. I recommend you do exactly that. I'm gonna have to switch a bunch of stuff when I get to this other screen.
I'm legitimately hoping that me betting on Panther Corps makes them lose. That's why I'm doing it. It's all I really want.
I'm just cursed. It has nothing to do with COG as an actual talent. Don't add 32. I just want you to know, nothing to do with them as people. It's more my own insecurities is never being right with bets.
Yeah, you suck.
I'm trash. I'm garbage.
Horrible. I'm a little disappointed in one thing here, and it's that the only person in the entire game without a skin is Winterfresh.
You know that 4 skin
That's
beats
just-
5 skin, so I think it's actually okay.
Yeah, well, you'd say that. You would say that. You out of everyone would say that.
What? Is that a thing I say? Oh, get these team frames up. We'll get these objective timers up. We'll get the time controls down.
I did that.
Doing all
like-
this
I
stuff
did that,
right.
like,
I'm definitely not
ages
messing
ago.
up.
I already did that. I did that stuff.
You're so smart.
I'm the smartest. I've been told that before.
What phrase should I put on my board for my college dorm room? That's a really good question, LBLCS. Help him out.
Smart like a squirrel.
I think you should just draw. You should do it a little bit more of a drawing every day, and it should draw something
Yeah.
very intense within a couple weeks.
Like fire.
But it'll get you into a good routine of making sure you're always looking at your door and doing something with it.
Wait, what is so good about looking at your door?
I don't know. It's just I'm trying to help him out.
I like.
If you write LeChance licks toes, anybody in the LBLCS in your dorm will know that you are part of the LBLCS, and they will come over to you, and you have a wonderful conversation. And that's happened so many times to so many people. Just so you know.
never happened.
It has
Never.
happened. Not the LeChance licks toes part being the introduction, but do you ever
that is-
Altazi? Altazi met somebody in Pennsylvania despite him being from Hawaii when he went to college.
No clue who you're talking about.
Okay. Well, you lost the top lane to him as well, so maybe you just block all those
I
people
did.
out. A lot very similar to Winter Fresh in the terms of losing.
I don't know who that is.
Tell everyone to follow. Right? Coriander and just a thumbs up.
Yeah, just a big thumbs up
Yeah.
and maybe like the logo.
Oh, it was. Oh, look at Jackie Boy's gonna correct me immediately. It wasn't Altazi. It was somebody else. Look at I'm the
Jackie Boy
fool.
would know.
Jackie Boy knows all the lore.
Yeah.
Both junglers are starting on the bot side of their jungle, which means top side around that 3-minute mark is what we're going to be
I tell
looking
you,
at.
I'm excited for this bot lane. I don't care about top. I don't care about mid. Both these junglers, whatever, man. I want to know what happens when Maokai Kaisa fights Ash Zillion. That's what I want to know.
I think Maokai Kaisa take him for a while until these guys start to get some items.
Not so sure.
If Zillion
I
can get the
think-
poke and get the bombs off, it's good.
I think honestly, there's some power behind just even the Zillion auto attacking with that Aerie constantly.
I like it.
We'll see. He might die. That wouldn't be the worst thing either.
Wouldn't be great. This is the Winter Fresh that we know pushing in right here. Laser Viking taking a little bit of damage.
I'm having flashbacks, man.
Yeah, if he doesn't go 0-9, he did better than you did. Let's just talk about that.
He's gonna die right here and TP back and do it again. He's so smart. He went Doran's shield. I didn't do that.
No, I don't think you even won items. I think you actually forgot to buy them.
I wish that were true. At least I'd have an excuse.
Less Force when rankings. Chat wants to know. I want to know. Mighty's mother
Who's
wants to
ranking
know.
what? She does.
I don't know. Something.
She does. She does want to know.
Viking trying to farm, but taking a lot of these caster damage. Look at that. Everybody's hitting him. Can he drop the ignite on him? Might actually be able to finish him off right now. Pig trying to make
it's
their way
not
up
enough.
here. But so is Kane. They predicted this. They foresaw this coming. They find a little bit of damage onto them, but Kane's already here. They burn the flash out of Pig, trying to get all the way away. A nice dodge right there. Good sidestep from him. Down the bot lane, though, the exhaust is going down. Marshmallow taking a lot of damage, but Forgotten Metal is a level down. They're trying to find these. There's the ignite. They're going all the way in, and Justin picks up a kill. I think he might die for it. Can Kane get over the wall and find it? They can. It's 1-for-1. There's the mid lane roam.
I'd do it. That was great. Honestly, they're gonna lose a lot of CS for that. That's kind of gonna suck. This first blood gold though, it's not so bad. You see a small CS lead forming in the mid lane. I'm surprised that we don't.
Maokai
see
is
that
going in. They're
top
finding a
lane.
lot of damage on the Marshmallow. He has to flash away. There goes Tonic looking for it. A single more auto attack will do it, but he can't find it. Now he's taking damage not from the minions, but also from Ram Cannon.
Ouch.
Not in metal.
That sucks.
Super low as well. Tonic drops even lower. Ram Cannon playing everything perfect. Looking for it all. Can he flash W? He flashes forward. He gets the kill. Another one going to the side of Panther Core as they pick up a kill lead.
Yeah, I called it. I said it. I mean, it was close. It was close, but I said it. That's the Zillion and the Ash, man. The power.
That's the power of desire for a kill. You want to get him so bad that you're just out of place a little bit too long. Here comes Kane looking for a kill. Has flash, doesn't want to use it to go in. Has that pickaxe finish though, so a little bit of extra damage right now.
Yeah, that was pretty awkward, honestly, and I think he's regretting not having the boots.
Winterfresh doing the damage that they can, but Laser Viking punching back. They find another
Laser Viking fella.
A lot of damage onto him. Both of them just cutting each other down. Winterfresh loves to do this, though. Just run past the wave and fight you 1v1 over here when they have this skirmishing champion. More damage onto him, and this is what's so dangerous about Gwen.
I hate it. That's not okay, man.
Hawk shot was just used. They spotted out Kane, only level 4. That was Pig, but they're on a camp right now, close to level 5.
Yeah, so we do have like the worst dragon to start it off, and I think that's not the worst thing entirely if you're Kane. So you kind of want to just chill and farm these camps.
Yep.
So being down on the bot side, you have a few camps available. I don't like this pathing. I think he's looking for another gank on the bot side, but you have top side camps that you can just go eat.
It definitely wants to do something down here in the bot lane. They know that summoners are down, so they have this desire to do something, but the waves pushing in, they won't get that. Kane is just going to channel his back. He'll probably go up to his drugs up there and just work his way down through the jungle.
Yeah, so part of this is I think he's hovering to try to cover because this giant wave is crashing. That'd be a good time to gank.
Yeah, but Pig is actually mid lane right now. Not going to find the stun onto Justin. Has to drop the ultimate to get away. Definitely
clean
scared.
getaway, has to burn the ult. No flash available either. The regank is an option. Kane gonna go on to the blue buff, clear toward top. I think that's gonna present some opportunities as this wave is crashing. It's probably just gonna bounce and Winterfresh is gonna push it. We'll see though. You have Kane clearing toward bot, or I mean clearing toward top, and Viego clearing toward bot. So they're gonna be kind of opposite sides for a while.
Kane is going to get that scuttle that's in front of the Drake right here. Laser Viking going in on Winterfresh, doing as much damage as they can, but Winterfresh can be able to trade back with this ultimate. They're dropping it already, and the Ignite is going down, which means they're going to be taking down even more. Look at the slow that's happening. They find a nice Q up, but down the bot lane they're fighting as well. Forgotten Metal trying to go in onto Ram Cannon, finding the damage that they can. They did use their exhaust right there. Kane is in the area. They were spotted out on that ward, so they know that up in the top side. You're right, Laser Viking did get out. Summoners used both the Flash and the Ignite, respectively.
See, this is exactly what I was saying in draft, okay? Laser Viking is a better player than me and will actually survive against the Gwen.
But here's some plates. Here's some gold going in her pocket.
Yeah, no, this is still good. And it's only going to get better for Winterfresh as the game goes on. Because even though Laser Viking's building that MR, that sweet spot, the middle of the Gwen Qs, is doing true damage.
Right.
So it's just going to hurt. It's going to hurt all day long. And it's not going to feel better.
And they have such a high damage comp, even though if she can't chew through her, Kaisa, Ari, Kane, they're all going to be able to whip out a lot of damage onto her.
Yeah, we were talking in the draft a little bit about Ram Cannon's hawk shots, but on the other side, Forgotten Metal has these saplings that are kind of spotting things out. Might be able to sniff out this gank as well, as Dallying Pig is kind of lurking.
I'm paused at 8:30, just so you know.
I am as well.
Right.
Don't worry.
Probably means a pause is coming soon. This is the pre-pause pause, I'm sure. Knowing
it's not a pre-pause pause. It's just a regular pause.
Just a regular pause. Justin is here. They're looking for something. They're going to flash in. They're going to go for it, trying to find everything onto him. Dallying Pig was right there in the shadows. Look at the damage onto Marshmallow, though. He's got to drop the ultimate onto himself to stay alive for a little bit longer. There's the ultimate out of Forgotten Metal. Can they finish him off? That's a 1-for-0 so far in the flash rate from Dallying Pig, but there goes Tonic saying, no way. I'm not letting you out of this one, but he's going to try to get out anyway. Can they find the damage onto him? They can't kill him yet, but now they've got everybody behind enemy lines. Tonic picks up a Ram Cannon up in the top lane. Kane's coming in. Winterfresh trying to find damage onto Viking. No flash forward this time. She doesn't have ultimate either. She's just trying to run away. It's slow and it's grueling, and can they give the kill over? Winterfresh picks up another one for their team. 1-0-0 is what she goes to, and 3-3 is the game score.
It has begun. The Gwen is online. The nightmare begins. a little awkward in that bot lane fight. Ram Cannon kind of gets lost in the middle of all the creeps. The people start walking in directions, and I don't think that Ram caught up. Gets caught up in the middle of 3 enemies by the end of it. And Forgotten Metal with a clean engage there to start. Got a little messy as Warboss Justin kind of went too deep. Didn't, I think, realize that the jungler was there as well.
And they're turning, you know, something good into something better here. We saw last game both heralds going over to the side of Panther Core. This game, first herald of the game, is going to go to these guys because they have that top lane pressure. Kane made a couple of good ganks. Winterfresh has been applying that just constant desire to skirmish onto Laser Viking, who doesn't have that strong skirmisher like Bully Bear they did last game. A lot of damage right now, though. They might want something. They do have ultimate this time, and they really could look to turn something. So much damage from those minions. Just those casters, a couple hundred onto Winterfresh. Does have to back up.
Winterfresh, not that much AP yet. Every single time a Q misses the sweet spot, or just misses at all in that case, it's going to be a really big deal. Losing that trade pretty hard. Go back, has the blasting wand now. Those Qs are going to hurt even more. No TP available to get to the top lane. They're going to have to walk, and I think that means Kane's just going to hold one wave.
At this point last game, we had just seen like the first blood, and it was going over to Panther Core. And then within the next 6 minutes, they ended up being like 9-0. It being 3-3 right now means it's incredibly even. It's only a couple hundred gold difference, and that's really just these minions pushing up in the top lane. It's going to even it all out. So how do you feel about these comps knowing that in this early phase of mid-game, it's dead even?
I think this bodes well for COG. The other thing is that the dragon hasn't been taken yet, so the dragon stacking is going to be pretty delayed. We do see Dallying Pig on it now. I think part of it is that nobody really likes the Chem Soul or the Chemtech Drake just for the stats. So it kind of tends to delay the pickup in a lot of games.
They did get it right there, and I want to point out once again, it was not smited correctly by Dallying Pig. I don't know if Smite was up for it, but it did go to Zillion. We saw 2 steals happen last game.
Yeah, that's true.
So
in a lot of these situations, you feel like it doesn't matter, but it is a mental thing as well.
And also your teammates, like this is the LBLCS, they might be sipping something like a brewski, and they might just give you some shit right after the support secures it. I know you would give me shit.
I can think of some people who would give some people shit.
Yeah. So you know, there's other things going on right there. A lot of damage out of Winterfresh onto him. And we see the item being built, right? They're going that Omni-Vamp item. You're going to have to get heal cutting. It's the heal cutting tax.
Yeah. Oh my god, the damage coming out is getting spent.
Oh my god, the W to dodge the ultimate, and you just have to submit at that point. Down in the bot lane, they're going to do it as well. Nice cleanse out of Ramp Cannon to stay safe. He's able to back up fully.
That's crazy.
That's a clippable insane play out of Gwen. That was nuts, dropping that W.
Okay, I don't feel bad anymore. That's too sick. Hey guys, I lost to that guy, okay? Say what you will.
Super clean, and that's why it's such an issue on that Gwen.
Absolutely. And we do see Dallying Pig really sitting in this bot lane a lot, looking for these plays. Not gonna be able to find much here.
Might be able to find the stun. They do actually. Dallying Pig, and there comes the bombs, and it's so much damage on a Forgotten Metal. He does go down, and Kane is gonna just ride on over to make sure that Tonic can at least farm safely.
Yeah, the flash was available, but no time between the stuns. I think Forgotten Metal just not really being able to escape there.
The 4-4 is the score. They're down about 300 gold. Gwen has Ignite back up. There is a flash for Laser King, but the only thing that might be able to save them right here, no ultimates for either side of them.
Yeah, this is bad for Laser Viking. If that continues, it's just, that's rough. So I think one of the things that we need to talk about a little bit too is that as the game goes later, it's kind of even on the scaling, but I think one of the considerations here is that if it's Red Kane, and I think it will be, Red Kane actually performs pretty well in these team fights into the late game. I'm expecting, and I don't see a tier yet, so maybe Man Immune's off the cards.
Here comes the Herald. It won't get the charge off in time for the plates. And maybe I just spoke a little bit too soon. It's 3 seconds. No, it's not. The wave's going to stop it right here. That's actually really big. And here comes a giant wave of them. Boggs, Pig, everybody is up here. Can they try to block this stuff? Can they stay alive for a little bit longer? Winterfresh trying to get away, but they're going to get stunned up. And they're hit by a lot of damage. The gravity field's all over them, and Kane knows it's done for. 5-4 is the score. And these guys, oh, here's the teleport back mid, trying to hold.
This could have been us. Just saying.
No, absolutely not. Also, I want to point out, Laser Viking is definitely a better player than you. 1 and 3 right now, not 0 and 9.
Hey, he's on his way.
Flash forward, and Boggs has to flash backward. They're going to knock him back into space. They're looking for the kill. An ultimate out of Maokai. Can they finish it up? And the Q from Justin means they do. Ram Cannon, Super Mega Death Rocket is going to connect. And by Super Mega Death Rocket, I meant the Ash Arrow. Marshmallow finding something right here. A little bit of damage. Can that pop and finish it off? It does. Neo's able to take it. Laser Viking in trouble, though. Kane, and now the game's breaking out. This is what I was expecting. Just absolute mayhem and chaos out of these two teams.
I love to see that from Magister. The play back onto the top lane. Don't let that Sejuani get caught up at all. Keep the wave. Holding the wave for Winterfresh. And this is what we were talking about after that scrim. So many times Magister is willing to go, especially when Winterfresh has a good matchup, to help out in that top side.
Yeah. Creating and generating a lead that matters and is impactful. It's tied in kills, but a Drake and a little bit of a gold lead here for the side of Panther Core.
Yeah, and I think really important there as well, we saw something we didn't get to see in game 1 from Forgotten Metal, and it's a really good sign for COG. That rotation into mid, the roam, and now we've got this engaged champion, which is one of the things we were talking about in draft. We wanted to see from COG. Get some initiative onto these other players. Don't just have that one way into a fight. They've definitely drafted that in game 2 here.
Yeah, people converging around this bot side. It is Red King. They do have the Gorge Linker. The Red King is finished. So that means that this heel cutting tax needs to freaking happen ASAP. Otherwise, these team fights, these elongated skirmishes are going to be a huge issue.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so many members of this squad. Like, everybody needs to get, you know, the healing cut.
Especially people who are applying it regularly. Really important for somebody like Victor to pick it up.
Yeah, I think Victor would be great. I even think Cillian could buy it.
For sure, I think so. There are 5 people here to the side of Panther Core, but Gwen is going to have free range. There's no teleport up for these guys. This should be a top tower as well going down. 2 Drakes on their side, though.
Yep, Gwen's keeping it rolling, and this is scary. You do not want to see this. Gwen's 40 CS up, doing really well on the top side, getting these towers knocked down. And the split push is a threat.
Justin lurking. Kane is here. The charm doesn't connect, though. Marshmallow, some type of sixth sense going on right there. Able to dodge it. Trying to find it with the Everfrost. Winterfresh does have to leave that topside area, and they want to take this Herald. This will be their second Herald of the game, so 2 Dragons, 2 Heralds. Medallion takes in the vicinity. We saw them steal Baron last game. Ash Arrow is coming into this fight right now. They're trying to find CC onto somebody. Maokai out getting dropped. It's going to hit onto Maokai in the back line. 4 people going to get rooted up by these guys. Can they pick a target? They're going to pick the tankiest one. It might not be the best idea. They're trying to zone these guys everywhere else as Gwen pushes off to one side. Now these guys have to try to come back into the fight. There's the ultimate on Medallion Pig. Kane looking to come back out of it, looking to heal up. Is able to get there, but goes right into Boggs' field. Takes a lot of damage, and he does get killed. And now he's able to get into Kane's body. On the other side, though, Laser Viking can't fight Gwen alone. Trying to get back to him right now. Can they do it? They can't. Maokai's going to get picked up. 8 and 7 goes the score, and Justin and Winterfresh still alive, but I think Herald's going to go to Panther now.
Yeah, it's a sketchy little situation they found themselves in, and I think the start of that fight was just a little too disjointed. They have their strongest member, Winterfresh, chasing the tank out of the fight. Not really ideal.
Makes it hard for the rest of them to play. A lot of that team gold, too, on Winterfresh taking all of those towers. We just take a little peek at it right now. I mean, they're up 3K on their opponent. It's a massive difference. Friend. I mean,
yeah, I don't look so bad right now, do I?
Well, okay, I think you might have been down 10K, so I don't know if we should. Randy Evo, thank you for the follow, my dude. But just look at that gold spread, right? It is dead even in gold between the teams, but not between positions.
They're way up on objective. 2 Drakes, the Herald after that fight. And, you know, it's starting to look like PC's running away with the mid game.
Randy asked, when does Summit play? You're watching Summit play. Winterfresh is basically Summit. All right, so.
Who? Summit?
Yeah.
This guy's better.
Winterfresh is straight up better. And he's cheaper, too.
Way cheaper, way cheaper. This is a low budget Summit. But
yeah,
like,
low budget Summit, high budget gameplay. Winterfresh going in right now, just gonna be a menace to Laser Viking. 2 levels up on this top laner. Right here, doesn't have Ignite. Boggs is gonna have to try to come help, and they're gonna try to turn this right now. Can they find the CC in time? Can they come right in with it? They're gonna look for it, but he's actually able to go all the way in. That's 1 picked off, and now Boggs has to try to fight this solo. Winterfresh wants it. He says, give me them all. I want everybody, but now reinforcements are coming for him. Boggs has to try to chase him out. Here comes an ultimate from Maokai. There is no flash for a couple seconds on Boggs. Can he get safe? Can he get all the way away? There's a nice jump in from the Maokai. They're looking to finish him off. I think he will go down in the end.
Boggs with the trade back.
He ends up going down. 2 more kills onto our low-budget Summit up in the top lane. Winterfresh freshes out an ultimate from Ram Cannon. Onto him right here, and Marshmallow is going to pick up that kill.
Yeah, a little goofy from Justin in the mid lane, but a lot of gold just went over to Winterfresh on the top side. And
they've got this Herald. Good play. This is that organization thing we were talking about out of Panther Core. The way these guys like to play is really good. They know there's a lot of resources top, so they say, hey, let's take middle, let's find a pick. They do. They drop Herald, they're able to take a tower, and now they can really push their ward lines up.
Yeah, and I'm going to say right now, all the while that everything on the rest of the map's been happening, Tonic has just been farming away on the Kai'Sa.
Oh, man, yes.
This is one of those scary moments where you think you know what's happening, and the AD carry shows up. They've got more items than they should, and you're all dead. We know Tonic can do this. We've seen Tonic with the great positioning, a lot of damage coming through in these team fights. You don't want to get surprised by Tonic in the team fights.
No, and Tonic covering mid right now. Really deep lane for them to have to cover, but it is going to be Cloud Drake for the soul here, and that is going to matter when you're looking for these picks in the jungle area. When you have something like mid taken all the way up, you can push those ward lines up. You can try to find picks, and you have champs that can do it. You have the Asher, you have the Hawkshot for the vision. They're looking for something down here in the bot lane. Are they going to go in, or are they just going to try to hedge their bets? Winterfresh just wants to fight, by the way.
Yeah, always wants to fight for sure. I don't want to see the Gwen with 4 Cloud Drakes, by the way. I just don't want to see that.
I do.
I don't want to see it.
I put my Schmeckles on COG. I want to see it. I just want to be clear. I'm biased.
It's the last thing I want to see. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Very
nice flash from him, though. There's a couple of ultimates getting dropped right there just before Drake coming up.
Yeah, that's that green smite. Kane, very smart to go it against this team. Short CC duration.
They want to do something here. They do have numbers. Victor is top.
Yeah.
Victor's teleport is available. Diego throwing that down. Maokai gonna say, let's just do it. If we're gonna do it, let's find the engage. It's gonna find root onto somebody. They're gonna find some more damage onto the Sejuani, but she's so takey. And everybody else in the front line. Winterfresh trying to get into the back line right there. Laser Viking is gonna go down, but the ultimate from Marshmallow keeps him up. Still 9-9, no kills yet, but I think Laser Viking must go down, and he does. And now there's a massive numbers advantage. Victor's still gonna push in the top lane.
Yeah, I don't see how you contest this anymore. Obviously, the Gwen's gonna go top in the match. This makes it a little bit more possible for Panther Core to get in. Their jungler's still alive. Sejuani was the top laner.
Victor could teleport and join, and that's exactly what he's doing. He's saying, oh, you're gonna do that? Well, I'm gonna make it unfair back down here, 4-4. And they find a way to do this. So much of this team's money is on that Gwen, and that's a massive stun from Marshmallow. They're looking for their 3rd Drake of the game. We've seen him get stolen before. He's right here. He goes in. Kane gets it. Don't do it when he's alive. Can they try to find another kill onto him? They do. Gwen is now here, though. Can he chase these guys off? Dying Pig wants to fight, wants to go in. Forgotten Metal is going to go all the way in. It's a 1-for-1 trade right now. Winterfresh on the back line looking for more people. The low-budget Summit trying to get more kills. So much damage from this Zillion, from Boggs.
I don't know who won that. Honestly, the dragon going over is huge. Magister does go down for it.
Something we talk about is fucking getting in ahead of another player. It is momentum. And 3 dragons this series have been stolen by the Magister. So I'm going to say they won that. He is way in their head.
Way in their head. It would be over for me. There is no way. No coming back from that. But I know that Dallying Pig has seen their fair share of games in the LBLCS. And these veteran players, they start to learn how to deal.
Not only are there many Kavipasas about him, but he has so many good Kavipasas. Just smashed my 84-inch TV in rage. There is no excuse for Boggs' performance today. My kids are trembling in the corner. My wife is packing a suitcase saying we have to work things out. Ban LBLCS for Twitch immediately. It is ruining my life. Great point.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Honestly, Wagababu, if it doesn't work out, you know, there's always everyone else's wave.
That's where we know that this is probably karma for that, bud, just so you know. Oh, 10 for me. Oh, my goodness. If you're playing at home, play along with me for these 10. Mighty, take it away.
Okay, I will. Oh, it's okay, yeah. I'll take it away. It looks like they're going to be winning on all the crabs. Stop crab going over the way of Dallying Pig. Setting up this Baron, which I don't think they'll be looking seriously at for just a little bit. Bot lane split from Warboss Justin is coming through, and that could open up a window here, but I think Ari quick enough to join the fight if needed. Just going to be a rotation down from Laser Viking, who does have the TP to join if needed.
Yeah.
This is kind of what you're talking about. PC has good fundamentals here. Pushing out the mid lane, pushing out the top lane. They know what they need to do to get vision, to get set up around this Baron objective. And the response a little bit slow from COG on the other end. So they're going to lose that prime position on top of the objective.
Yeah, fundamentals are really, really important when you're playing at this competitive level. Obviously, just underneath the level that Summit would play at if you're winning fresh, but
yeah, or maybe above it if
maybe
you're
above
fresh.
if it's a good day for sure.
Any day.
Yeah, I made Mighty quieter because I don't like really credit what he says anymore. Like
That makes sense.
the more I agree with Mighty, the louder I make him. And if he starts saying things I don't agree, I just go into Discord and I turn his volume way down. I do that in game when I'm playing with him too. That's a real thing.
I want
do
to
in
believe
game.
that's true every time we play. And I do believe that's true, honestly, because you just ignore me sometimes. I just start talking in game and then just like
I
I'm
just made
talking
you
to a wall.
so loud too. That's the best part about that is I went to go correct and I overcorrected and now you're so loud in my ears. Hang on 1 second.
I'm sorry, chat. It's his fault.
11-11, super even game, 2 Drakes to 1. Baron's still sitting there.
I'm telling you right now, Kaisa is coming. Kaisa is gonna hit 3 items.
Oh, Sammy cashed in 10 for you, bud.
Oh, okay, yeah, here we go.
Dive in, swim around, enjoy that sauce, you know. Red buff being transferred over to Ram Cannon right now. Winterfresh taking another tower. If we go to a game 3, this dude's not getting Gwen, by the way. It's not happening.
Oh, no chance in hell.
And I think Panther will go back to the red side if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Warboss not
We'll see.
not landing the charm, but did drop the ultimate trying to find these guys.
I think Panther Core's got a solid shot at coming out of this. I know that Laser Viking is having a rough time of it. Almost at the 9 deaths. Almost.
Downing Pig, once that third item for Viego is down too, they do a tremendous amount of damage and they get pretty hard to kill. Ultimate being dropped, they're able to find him right there. Kane is able to knock up 3 though in response. Here's the ultimate from everybody else looking for something. They're able to root up one of them. He's in the back line, maybe a little bit too far. He's gonna find it, massive flash away, but he does go down in the end. He with the ultimate out of Laser Viking in the meantime. Winterfresh joining the fight. Winterfresh being here means this is a different... Uh-oh, Warboss taking a lot of damage for Grand Metal, getting stunned up right there. Tonic trying to do damage to these guys as the onslaught continues, but they're stunning that tree, and they're doing everything they can to him. Ari falls in the backside as well, and Panther Core regained control of this game.
Yeah, Laser Viking with so many pivotal CCs in that fight. Really great start to it as well. And it's looking like Diego getting the better of the Kane. In that matchup we talked about so much, these two really annoying champions to play against. Very, very strong performances.
Now, does Winterfresh have the same ability that their jungler has to steal this? Oh, man, it was close. It was so close. That was blind,
I mean, the gold
too.
is there.
That was blind. That was scary.
There's potential. You see the rotation coming through. Some members getting the reset. Ram Cannon gonna be showing up to this fight with 3 items.
But Kane's alive this time. We always say it. Don't do the fucking objective while this guy's alive. He wants it so bad. He's coming in.
He's coming in.
He's doing it.
Oh, he's too late.
He's a little bit too late. Not gonna be able to steal this one away.
Yeah, the reset's coming through. Got to imagine that they're just gonna doom push top.
Nice ultimate right there. They're looking for everything that they can do. Gwen is not here in this fight. They're able to take down Maokai already. Get teleport coming in from both sides. As Gwen is a little bit too deep now, and the 4 of them are going to pull off of mid lane and look for it. At least zone her off.
Yeah, and this is what we're talking about, the burden of execution. You can just throw an arrow, and it sticks.
Right.
with this team. But on the other end, you have so many of these characters that want to come in from the flanks,
And you
want to
have your
find
arrow on
isolated
this
targets.
veteran player who has played so many seasons in the LBLCS. They're used to these high-stakes games where it is really close.
Here's the
It
flank.
doesn't phase them. Here is the flank. Winterfresh going in, getting exhausted right there. A lot of damage getting dropped on them. They'll pick up one. Gwen is traded back, and now they have a Gwen on their team. This could be a lot of trouble to pick up Kayn as well. Warboss trying to do the damage that they can. A nice ultimate right there. Can they try to save their life? They can't. Warboss is going to go down. It's almost a full ace. Forgotten Metal, the last one alive. They forgot to kill him.
This feels personal from Dallying Pig. Really putting it back. Insanely good performance, I gotta say, on this Viego. Really showing out. And I think they might have it here.
They
I mean,
might be able to close out this game right
Metal.
now. It's just him, and it's for so long. And they are just going all the way in. Here's the Maokai ultimate. They're trying to drop it to save it, but they know it's all over. And Panther Core are going to take this series in 2.
Absolutely clean performance from Panther Core. Got a little bit dicey in a few spots.
It's
really great steals from
crazy to
Magister.
me. It's crazy to me that this game was faster than last game. Because last game, they were up 10K at like the 20-minute mark. And it went almost 40 minutes long. This game, they just found the way in. They got the Baron, and they were like, we just need a big fight now. They found one fight. They found another great one. 4 people died, and they were able to take it all the way to the Nexus.
Yeah, and I think in this game, a lot of action breaking out from both sides all over the map. We had a moment where you couldn't keep the screen on the fight because there was another fight.
Right.
And, you know, that's definitely a difference in pacing from game 1 to game 2. And I thought personally that it would benefit COG, but it seems that Panther Core can play it both ways.
And so much damage from Boggs in this game. Highest damage in game 2. Had a great game on Vygar game 1. Personally, for me, I have a time thinking about who I think is player of the game. It's probably Pig or Boggs for me.
Winterfresh.
I agree, except the Jace performance in game 1, I don't think merited. If we were just winning game 2, he had an insane game 2, but I think I would be giving it to Boggs in this one.
Okay, I'm impressed with how much damage Boggs did in spite of having the wrong Victor build, right, chat?
Right, chat?
but, but personally, I gotta give it to Marsh.
Okay.
That's where I'm going with it.
On that Zillion and in game 1 also had another really good game. You're right. The roaming out of Marsh is what made game 1 spiral in the way that it did, right? Had the highest kill participation for a long time in that game. Might have ended with it as well, but I know we were talking about it in the middle of the game when they were up like 9-0. He was just running around the map. And I know you hate him, so you saying that means a lot.
I really didn't want to have to say it, but Marsh played well, got the signature Zillion in game 2, and showed us why it's so good. So yeah, hate to say it, but Marsh, that's my player of the series.
All right, well, I mean, it was a really fun series. I'm glad that these guys changed their time just by a little bit so we could get in here and stream it. And they did a bang-up job finishing in just about 2 hours. What a series to watch. Do you think there's any big takeaways while I do the Schmeckle payout? What are the biggest takeaways here for the side of...
For the side of... Let's just say both
just
sides.
COG, just for the side of COG, right? Game 1 was a monstrous performance from the other guys.
Yeah.
They held on for 40 minutes.
I really like the adaptations that COG made in their draft for game 2. And I really like the way that they played game 1. But I think that there were some problems with the execution in game 2 that made it just a little bit too difficult to find what they needed. And I think it's because their draft is kind of hard to execute. So
yeah,
maybe picking some more comfort. Maybe not in terms of like what champion they're on, but in terms of what the team cohesion feels like.
And how team fights work. Because we were looking for the correct flanks, but the other side was so organized. When you're up against a really organized side and you're trying to play super crafty, it can backfire. These guys had Zillion pick. They were ready for the Assassin. They had a really good usage of the Ashe arrows to start fights, so you're not the one starting them. It becomes really hard, really fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to read Rugababu's posts about Boggs right there?
Which one? The first one or the second one?
You can read them both. Go ahead. He deserves it.
So what? Says Wagababu said some stuff about Boggs. I'm telling you, Boggs is as cracked as he is jacked. I saw him at a 7-Eleven the other day buying Monster and adult diapers. I asked him, I asked him what the diapers were for, and he said, they contain my full power, so I don't completely shit on these kids.
Definitely
Then he
had a
hopped out at the door.
definitely had a really wonderful game right there. I think I'm getting reports from another high-ranking LBLCS member that tonight we're going to be rating T-Pain, which to me feels strange, but I can't argue with it. I don't have any ability to argue. I guess you're going to be rating T-Pain, guys.
I don't see the problem. That sounds great.
It's going to be really fun. So he's not there right now. We're going to wait a couple seconds, but if you guys want to just infiltrate T-Pain with us, it's going to be a lot of fun. As soon as he gets back to his computer, we are going to be going. And Boggs want to interview. Great, Boggs. You got to hold us off until T-Pain's back at his computer. Are you down there? Where is Boggy Boy? Boggs, join our community so we can pull you in.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I gotta click so many times. There's so many clickings and thoughts and everything.
Guys, we used a lot of energy for this stuff.
I mean, we barely made it, to be honest. I actually do have him in my grasp right now, but I
take him
maybe
away.
Do that, and then I can drag him all the way up here. I got him. I got Boggs. I got him.
Yeah.
No.
Well, you're already here, man.
Boggs does not. Boggs, listen, we're gonna raid T-Pain. I need you to talk to me about the game you just played for a little bit before T-Pain's back to his computer. Okay.
Or you can summon Marsh if you really don't.
If you're really nervous, you can summon Marsh. We'll allow it.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Oh yeah.
First off, congrats. You did a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
You've apparently got more fans than I knew you had, which is incredibly
I don't know who
impressive.
those guys are.
Well, they love you.
It's weird. I like it.
Yeah. You got a lot of copy pastas after your name too now. I don't know how does this pressure feel? I feel like there's a massive amount of pressure thrown on you by these fans. Are you the hero that they think you are?
Yeah, I am. I've never lost, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's pretty dang good. Now, did you expose too much in these games? Are you a big Vygar Victor player, and now everybody knows your big secrets, or did you have a Champ Ocean that you're ready to unleash upon commercial?
No, I never played Vagar before.
What?
Like never?
No, never. No, I usually play Yasuo.
Oh man!
So
And who does your drafting, by the way? Can I ask that question?
Not me. I kind of zone out on my phone, and then they say, "Yo, who do you want?" and I randomly pick someone.
So you were just chilling, scrolling, and
I had enough of you, Buggle. What's your favorite color, Boggs?
Oh my god.
Red.
Red? Why?
Okay.
It's cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I don't know.
Boggs,
how you feeling right now?
It's a good interview.
Pretty good. I don't know. It's good to win.
You feeling like a little loosey goosey? Feeling like kind of stress free?
For you, yes.
What?
You guys might be falling in love right now, but you're not. That's great. Boggs, I'm falling in love with you. I think that you are the epitome of what I want playing in the I'm playing the LBLCS. You're calm.
That's a little messed up, man.
You're
like
calm,
we
you're not
played
mighty,
together,
you're
and I'm
calm,
your current leader.
You're not mighty, and you're chill. And your favorite color is red, which to me, that's not a common answer. And I feel like that shows that you're willing to just be yourself no matter what.
Mine's blue. Thanks for asking.
You got a spot on your team?
No.
Well, I just want to talk to maybe Ram Cannon or Marshmallow and be like, can we just trade you for Mighty? You know what I mean?
I don't want that.
We can,
don't.
One
don't
game we
make
can
team
try.
with them.
We can try for one.
We could do a loan thing. Yeah, I'm kind of into that.
I'm not. I don't like it.
Do you guys did you feel really confident coming into this game? Did you have big worries about that Gwen in game 2? How was that in comms?
Okay, yeah, I'll be honest. We were a little nervous, but
who was the most nervous?
Good question.
Was it Marsh?
Definitely Marsh. Yeah.
It was Marsh.
Yeah, good call. Yeah.
He was sweating.
Did Marsh cry at all in comms before the game?
He muted so we wouldn't hear it.
Okay. So maybe.
Yeah, it's possible.
He's kind of shy.
Very shy. Throwing the F's into chat right now. We are really grateful that you came on and let us know. Do you have anything you want to say to all your fans now that you have so many?
Yeah, thanks for watching. Follow Buggle and Mighty.
Wow. Thank you.
And
whoa.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope you have a great night, Boggs. Is your reference to Wade Boggs your name?
No.
Is it just a personal what you are?
It's it's actually a reference to Boggs Benny, which is like some dumb picture.
Wow. All right. Well, there's a deeper lore than I thought there was going to be, and I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you for coming on here, and I hope you guys celebrate tonight.
Yeah, thanks for casting.
No problem. Well, that was Boggs, who is an enigma of a human being.
I love you, Boggs.
Okay, we're gonna bring you guys to T-Pain now. I guess that's just what's happening. We're gonna go on in. Everybody raid T-Pain. He's not there, but make sure you explain to him we came in with a vengeance when we did. All right?
Yeah, tell him about Boggs.
We're in.